approached by Irian, starry-eyed. And
well, if you're going to mess up the introductions, I'll take over from here. Thank you very much.
Weston just rolled his fucking eyes.
Here we go. First, second.
So,
I
the
love it.
others, as they'll henceforth be known, were thankfully rescued by the magnificence that is. Fuck, I forgot his name. It's Miriam, eh? It's Miriam. I just like, I'm always like,
Oh my god.
talk about
it's been 2 weeks, man.
Who hired this guy?
Also, I haven't smoked in like 24 hours. It's fucking with my brain.
It's probably
Ian's not even on the website yet.
That is true.
Irian Starry-Eyed.
That's why I always fuck it up, because it's like not quite Urian, but it's close.
Which is so much harder.
It's just that it's not quite the thing that I already knew.
Shane is salty.
Anyways,
gotta make that my macro.
fortunately, you were all rescued by Irian Starry-Eyed.
You can't even do it. God damn it.
And yeah, he led you back to us, the supporting cast of this story, who had been living off now mostly gone rations for I don't know how long exactly, but a while.
You guys have been in there for like a couple more days than that.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah.
Okay. And
Or I guess actually, sorry, it would have been like 5 days. 5 days.
okay.
So it's been a little while.
But we were missing some members that Leaf Collector had left us last. But you know, we put aside our differences to keep watch overnight. Some of us did a better job than others. One person definitely saw some spooks and was like, I should definitely go after this, which is understandable given the circumstances. But yeah, so Ronan went after the disembodied voice at first, or did you see them immediately?
No, those are disembodied voices.
of our dear children, and I'll let you take it from there since I wasn't there for that part as a character.
Ronan chased after the voices. She saw their like shadowy forms, like running, so she assumed that those were them. One jumped off a ledge into water, and when she got to the ledge, she stopped, and then a robed Avaran appeared behind her and called her an intruder. Yes, and then like, did he push her or did he force push her into water? I think he like magically launched Ronan into the water. When she came to, all of her weapons had sunk. So she was stuck in the water with a some sort of like millipede, centipede type thing.
Beastie.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Hanging about with like lore seeker leagues, tattered clothing hanging from its maw, and Irian Star had showed up and said there should always be two on watch. And Ronan rolled her eyes and was really pissy about it. And he threw her a hand cannon. Combat ensued. The others caught up shortly. Ronan heard voices again and ran effectively out of combat. And Voss got a pretty awesome killing blow on the centipede millipede thing while running after the voices again. Flair's form appeared before her and then basically said it was all her fault. And then Ronan had a nervous breakdown and started freaking out. And then the others caught up. If somebody else would like to take over from there.
Because you were a babbling mess.
I was.
I don't remember who was with you at that point.
Not really anybody.
Zed caught up.
Yeah, Zed did.
Right,
Zed was the
okay.
first person to catch
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, and caught it. I asked her what was wrong. She's like, "Oh, I thought I heard them," and then I heard them right after that, and I was like, "Okay, well, that can't be real." And then everyone else caught up, and I was like, "Let's go get your equipment." And we walked back into the water and looked for it, and we found it, and the gun, and you returned it. And then Zed stayed with Ronan, and then there was 2 rooms to investigate. There was like a classroom and I can't remember what the other room was, but what did we find? I can't remember. I don't think we found anything in the classroom, but we found something else.
One was like an armory, right? Kind of.
One was like an old armory.
Yeah, and that's where we found the chest with the spear.
Yeah, there was a,
We had a lot of trouble unlocking that chest, though. We had like a lot of trouble with that chest collectively.
I don't actually know what the spear does because I don't believe there's anyone in your party you can identify right now. Is that
Rip
correct?
Flare.
Yeah, it was.
Wait.
Yeah, Rip Flare.
There was
yeah.
Flare died, and then neither of the new characters know how to identify either.
Rip Flare Drip.
So, but I believe that Ronan took the spear.
I did.
Did you just attune to it, or did
I don't
you just take it?
I don't think we've had time to attune to it.
Yeah, I think we just.
Yeah, I don't think you have it.
We just haven't had time for it. So she has it.
Oh yeah. Was that
Boss.
asking,
Surprise! It's cursed.
why are we still doing this? Why are we even doing this?
Obviously, I'm saving whatever cursed item I'm putting in this campaign for Shane, right?
Shane.
Yeah. He knows
I
I'm not playing
remember
the cleric this time.
Zed
Yeah,
asked
James
Ronan
gets a really good one, but immediately
Alright,
gets
keep retelling.
broken.
I'll be right back.
Let's focus in, guys.
why we're even doing this, and then she quickly pointed out that the bodies are missing. I was like, oh, okay, well, can't have that.
Voss also got a visit from the ethereal form of Flare when he was inspecting another classroom that ended up being full of that oozing slime reincorporating nonsense from before. And she was telling us that I couldn't protect. I think she told me like I couldn't protect him, and so I can't protect any of them, or something like that. And some really mean stuff. There's some really mean stuff in the last session. Yeah, and then I think we just went to that final room down the hall, and that's where I don't remember exactly what it looked like. There was another crazy aberration thing.
It's the monstrosity in the journal area. Literally the top
With
thing.
hands.
In the journal area. It's good to know. So.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's right. Crazy.
Yeah, it's definitely problematic.
We have so many spell slots and abilities left, guys. So many.
Maybe you don't.
Yeah, maybe you
I
don't.
don't. Very right.
I don't know what
I
you're
have a
talking about. I
spear.
got 14 hit points to burn through.
Oh, I would love that. I would love that amount of hit points you have, friend.
We're so back.
What are you
Yeah,
talking
no,
about?
it'd be good.
It's just the tank.
Let's go.
I
I'm
like
glad
tank.
that this is
You know?
a replacement character.
Alright, boys.
Do you guys remember what the space looked like that you were in?
I don't. I don't know, maybe else does.
Vaguely.
2 weeks is a long time.
I just don't. For some reason, I
You guys
like.
put your pieces on the board.
Oh, lovely.
Remember, the walls of this browned room have spines and roots breaking through
Jesus.
stone.
Oh yeah, the
So
corrupted
edges
vines,
are
right?
all spikes. In fact, you can't stand there. Alright. It turns and it lets out a low, quaking kind of moan as it sees your guys' party come in. And what do you guys want to do?
Can I do a nature check to see if I have ever seen
gonna
one of those
shoot it.
things?
I'm gonna look at Zed and just draw my blades. Just shake my
gonna-
head.
I'm gonna whisper to Irian. This looks a trifle dangerous. Perhaps let the chap find out what its strengths and weaknesses are first.
As you say that, its form kind of pulls itself up straight, hunching on its massive forearms, its body dropping those like curved tendrils below its stomach. As it shifts its eyeless face towards your party, Irian, as well as Sin and Fula, recognize this creature as the beast that you last saw tearing lore seekers to pieces.
Oh.
Oh, good.
Would I have had the chance between then and now to like do a nature check to see if
Go
I
ahead and roll
know
a
anything
nature
of them?
check.
Then and now
Why
and
doesn't
then.
everyone go ahead and click on activity pieces?
Yes, sir.
Oh, tripping all over myself tonight. I'm out of water. Damn it.
Jesus, with a +5, I still get a 7.
You and me both, brother.
Yeah, man. What the fuck? Yes, because I have a racial bonus to
We're still missing some
initiative.
It's me. Sorry.
What'd you have in your nature check?
I got an 18. Yeah.
So you believe that this creature is some kind of corrupted form of a one of the apex predators that exist in these jungles. It's called a Totana. They're known for having thick hides that are made of like an organic material that's actually resistant to energy weapons and stuff, as well as physical weapons. So they're very tough.
As I see people preparing to fight it, Sen will call out. We'll call it. This creature is a Tanamak. Did I say that right? Tanamak.
Talkanamak.
Kanamak?
A Talcanamak.
Oh, Talcanamak.
Kanamak.
Cool name.
This creature is a Talcanamak. It is what eviscerated our allies before. Energy weapons will not work against it. I would also advise staying within at least a 30-foot radius at all times.
Oh, you also know that it doesn't have eyes. Its vision involves like tremor sense.
So there's no chance this
Oh,
thing
good.
gets bodies. Looked at Ronan as I'm pulling back the hammer.
Well, there's only one way to find out.
And Fula, as you say that, and it stands up fully, Irian turns to you and he says, "We know what this thing is." Pulls out his energon bow and he like drops it to his side as it unfolds, and he says, "For vengeance, friends."
Oh my god. Useless.
And then Sin, I believe you're up first.
Yeah, sorry.
Fula, you're on deck.
I'm going to use a bonus action to go into Safeguard. And I'll spend an action to put a barrier on Ronan.
Can you please post what Safeguard does?
Yes. I will. Well, Safeguard is just the stance that allows the two other things, but this is what barrier does.
Ooh. What's your intelligence modifier?
4.
And now we know he's only 4 smart, guys.
True.
4 smart. 4 smarts.
He'll look behind him at Ronan and put a. I think they have 4-fingered hands. I'll put a 4-fingered hand, the palm up to Ronan, and say, "Seems you are one to avoid the 30-foot rule. I would advise against this, but I cannot stop you. I will do what I can to shield you."
Thanks.
And then I'm gonna move the fuck over here. Go there.
I can see practically everything.
And that's my turn.
Alright, who do you got?
Alright.
Kirby Newman. That's my favorite one. I don't know why. I just really like it.
So I'm gonna kind of. No, I'm not gonna step out because I don't want to make myself more visible. But I'll pull my rifle out stoically and say, "For Davina, for Surefoot, for wait." His name was Surefoot, Long Journey.
No, Surefoot was.
Okay,
person.
those are
Long
two.
Journey
Those are
was
two
another
people.
person.
Okay, so I was like, wait, I've got to be reading that wrong. For Davina, for Surefoot, for Long Journey, and for Kirby, and for Floor and Hazel.
God damn it. Oh my
You're fucking fired.
Irian pulls back the band of his energy bow and he says, "Yes, for all
Oh,
of
that was
us."
the point of that was to give Irian inspiration.
All right, perfect.
Oh wait, did he use the last one?
He hasn't yet, actually, so you're good.
Okay, I will. I will inspire Sanguison.
So, are there rooms to the left and right?
Yes, there are. You
Okay.
can't technically see
Somehow
the space
Sanguison
inside of them, and there may be
Feels
things
slightly empowered by me misremembering his dead friends' names.
So we don't-
more angry than anything else.
We don't think you could fit through the gap?
It doesn't appear that it can fit the gap at the size it's at.
Okay.
Although its body does seem to be pretty flexible in the way it moves and stuff
Gross.
for its size.
I hate it.
It's kind
I
of
feel like-
it's kind of similar to that thing he fights at the beginning of the first Hellboy movie.
Yes, that's exactly what I was
And
thinking.
its body
Oh,
like
man.
bends and it can it's like double jointed in a bunch of different places.
Things are gross, man.
Don't
Like
kill
when
it,
it
guys.
got up and it turned to you guys, its whole the whole front half of its body like shifted into place by like spiraling. It's like it wasn't like a natural motion.
That's
Don't kill
gross.
it, guys.
Don't kill it.
Two of them.
Don't.
Samrail. Samrail.
All right. Anything else?
I just
Philip?
bullshit.
Are you moving at all,
It's Cap.
Ian?
Sorry, what?
Are you doing anything else? Are you moving or anything?
No, I am
Okay.
not going to leave the. Actually, yeah, I think I am. I'm gonna move to like here.
It's gonna roar and move to here and raise both of its fists and pound the ground. And I need.
Wait, I didn't roll my attack roll, did I? Or
Oh,
did I?
No, you didn't.
oh yeah, sorry, that's a bonus action. Would you like to?
Correct.
With your
Yeah.
gun.
I thought I
You're the
clicked
one who
it.
stopped talking, bro. That hits.
Woot!
Nice.
Alright, so unfortunately, before stepping out, I dealt 8 damage to it.
It is still going to move to here. And it is going to pound the ground. Let's move it here. So I need, I need Ronin, Irian, Basileus, Zed,
Not bad.
and Sanguis on all the make deck saves.
18.
As the ground rumbles and starts to break at your feet, that 3x3 square all becomes difficult terrain as it cracks away from its fists. You got an 18, you said?
I did.
Alright, so you passed and Zed passed.
Alright.
But it looks like everybody else failed. 'Cause
You have a... If you wanted to add a D... Is it 8 at 5th level? Yeah. You have a D8.
Sanguis
so
for
everyone
any
that
attack
passes
roll or
doesn't
saving
take any
throw if you
damage or any negative effects. Everyone who
hold on.
fails... Yeah,
Good call, good call.
Irian's going to hold on to his too. Everyone who fails takes 5 bludgeoning damage and is knocked prone.
That's not so bad. I thought it was going to knock us all back into thorns.
That's kind of what I expected too, quite honestly.
It's going to move the rest of its movement to here, and it is going to make
Ew.
one massive claw attack on Sin. Sin AC
12.
12 hits for 8 slashing damage. And that is the Void Hide's first turn. Zed, you're up. You've fallen on. Oh, you know you're good.
I'm gonna move through everyone to like here, and I'm just shoot it.
Technically,
Now, difficult terrain. You're right.
yeah, it's difficult terrain, so you'd have like, yeah, you'd be there.
I mean, you could dash as a bonus action.
You could just.
Well, I think you only have to go through one space to get through the people.
So
So it should just be 5 feet less.
And take a shot.
Yeah. Okay.
Is the
He's
whole
like-
room difficult terrain? Did I miss that?
No, it's
Just
just
the-
it's just the
He's
big-
moving through allied squares.
28.
Oh,
No, it broke the ground under your guys' feet.
Yeah,
under
there's
the
just
feet of a bunch of the party.
Oh,
28
I did not
hits.
realize that.
That's what that pound attack did. Yep, thank you, person who drew that.
Oh,
That's
sweet.
not difficult terrain.
That was me.
that's
Oh, well,
beautiful.
no thanks to you.
Yeah, no worries.
Make me stand out so much.
None of these attacks so far have seemed very effective against it. For the most part, they just seem to get broken or like lodged against its armored skin. Leaf collector.
Ugh, this bitch.
Whoa, brother.
Nag, nag, nag.
She's gonna move to there. And she is going to pull her own bow. She's going to try to fire it. But her shot ricochets off of his skin. She does a second attack, which also ricochets off of his skin. That's all she can do. It's the same as like that. She kind of like snorts angered at herself for like failing to do anything effective.
Does anybody look bloodied? I'll take a
Technically,
Oh, yes.
no.
Yes.
Yes.
Very much so.
Silence.
Ronan can be messed up.
Yes. Very much.
It's 1 minute.
Ronan will get a Cure Wounds then.
Nice.
And then plus another 1 because it's a first level. So 9 health.
Hey.
And
Much obliged.
I'll use my movement. Half to stand up and then the other half to, I don't know, get there.
Alright. Ronan, you're up. Then Vasvias. As the creature like turns and you see its clawed sin, and it's kind of like looking, shifting its head like back and forth as it's
Alright.
listening.
So I have to get up and then to move there. Can I grab Sin? What is his name?
His name is Sin.
Centelmar of Clan Nemsai.
Get it right, brother.
I'm gonna grab the nerd.
Good
And can I use my grappling gauntlet to get us across to like here?
Yeah.
Okay.
In the range of the shot.
I'm gonna do that.
Alright.
I'm gonna grab Sen and take us away from this beast. I can't move his piece.
No.
He grabs you and swoops you that direction with him. It is going to take a swipe at Sin as he moves past.
My AC is actually 13.
13.
Oh,
does hit.
That's fair.
is it?
The discrepancy between 12 and 13 is negligible.
13 slashing damage.
Oh boy.
It's 5%. Right?
Anything else to do, turn Ronan, after you?
I don't think I have any bonus actiony things. No, that's all I got.
Alright, Vasvias, you're up.
Alright, cool.
As you take Sen, and he gets clawed again. Once we get over there, he'll look at you and say, "My thanks. It seems the beast does not respect the 30-foot rule either."
All right. I will have the light piercer in one hand, and I'll kind of spin it into one, and I'll slam it on the ground, and you'll see like white and whitish like golden light like travel up the shaft all the way to the tip. And I'll activate Aisha's Mark, which is as for my bonus action, which gives me +2 attack rolls against a single creature for a minute, and then I'll move right there, and then I'll attack twice.
Alright.
21 to hit.
That hits.
Sweet. That's pretty good. 14 damage.
Alright.
Do you want me to? Oh, there's no. Never mind. Ignore me.
Can I
22.
take from the spear radiant?
No, it's all piercing. I don't get any differences to my damage from that. And as the light like traveled up the spear, you also kind of saw like a really faint shimmer travel up the creature's like arms and legs too, as I've marked it. And second attack was a 22 to hit. Oh, that's bad though. 6 damage. All piercing.
Okay. Anything else to do?
That's all I can do for the rest of this fight.
I mean, you can keep attacking on your turns.
That's
Well,
true.
yeah,
Hopefully you can
Absorb
That's
damage
all I
for
can do.
me.
Kane is going to get at. He's going to run to there, and then he's going to turn as he's running, and he's going to train his Energon bow at it, and he's going to fire once. Natural 20. Okay.
Oh, baby.
An excellent shot, sir.
Dealing 17 energy damage. And he appears to be running in the same direction as Zed. You've got the right idea.
So, look, I'm just looking back and forth. Make eye contact once and look back to the monster.
Alright, so yeah.
Would I be able to use telekinesis to detach one of the thorns from the wall and throw it at him?
It would require you to make a check using it.
Okay.
But it's possible.
Fuck it, let's try it. I'll use bonus action to go into telekinesis.
Okay.
And then, yeah, I'll try to throw a thorn at him. I can throw large objects, if that matters.
Roll a d20 and add your intelligence modifier and your proficiency.
Efficiency. Okay. Roll. Well, no, just.
They are so great. I love intelligence.
Yeah, dude. Telekinesis is just a cool ability in D&D.
He reached
Big
out.
boom.
You see Sin reach out towards one of the thorns, and the stone starts to break around it as he tears it away from the end of the root and launches it at the void.
So now I make an attack.
Yeah, as a large object.
Okay, as a large object. This one. Oh, that's
That unfortunately does miss.
okay.
As
Now I know
the
I can do it.
yes. Very true. Anything else with your turn?
I will move. I'm gonna go.
You do make an insight check, actually.
Sure. I'm gonna go up that way.
As you
Insight check?
tear it out and launch it towards the void hide, you see the void hide shift its head towards where it launches from, and then shift its whole body, dodging away from it. Go ahead and make an insight.
Okay. 19.
It seemed to you that the animal was considering these spikes considerably more dangerous than your guys' attacks.
Before he runs off, Send will look to everybody that's around here and say, "Seems the beast is afraid of the thorns. I will study on this for a while over here," and then he'll just run off.
Fula, you're up. Fula.
Oh shit, sorry. I'm used to responding to not that name.
It's understandable, Hazel.
Thank you.
Jesus Christ.
I was so proud when I thought of that.
You sure you said Julian?
Hell with the amount of giggling going into it.
That's my point, is that, this is different than my baseline now. So I'm, extra.
That you are.
It does seem to be smaller than... These passages do seem to be smaller than the beast itself. Perhaps we should take refuge outside of this room. It does look like it couldn't really fit through there, right?
It looks like it would be difficult for a creature its size to fit through. But like I said, you guys have noticed that it seems to be considerably more flexible, and it has a lot of double in its body and stuff. So
Gotcha. Alright, well, I will move to here. Fire at it again.
sure.
And... Oh, actually, no, I'm not gonna... I totally forgot I have other things to do.
Support.
I'm a class that does other things.
Definitely not Nick's
GPS
bag.
class and embrace it.
I will, I'm gonna clever feint again. And just yell. Eat lead, you giant maggoty douche! And just pretend to fire at him, and then, dip away. Just enough to get his attention.
Because you understand how its vision works now from Sin.
Oh,
saying that,
right.
You jump up and down, stomping on the ground,
Right, yeah.
and it does turn its attention towards you. Pogo sticking.
Yeah, and then I will,
Page forward.
I can get to here. Can I make a perception check
Use your action.
over there? Okay, yeah, for sure.
But I think
What do I just
there is a feat.
see without a perception check?
What's your passive perception actually?
Not very high. I think it might be 10. Yeah, it's 10.
All right. Let's see. Looking into that room, as you hear the fight continuing behind you, you see the remains of the equipment and fed-on bodies of 4 dead Lorseekers. That is pretty much all you see in that room, other than feces and stuff.
Well, I was wrong. Seems it can get just about anywhere. That's it. That's my turn.
Alright. It's gonna charge this way. I'm gonna say that. Yeah. You can get all the way to here, so it will. Just take opportunity attacks from Vosvius and Samuson if you guys want.
-1 AC, baby.
26.
It's
Well, that probably did it anyways.
15 damage. That was a good one.
You spear it again as you stab it underneath it as it's running past you, and you pull it out. You pull to the side, and you actually take off one of the massive tendrils running off of its stomach as it screeches in pain.
Nice.
You unfortunately missed Sanguisan. Your axe just doesn't hit any of the points in its plated skin. Once it gets to there, it's going to make 2 slashing attacks on Zed.
15.
15? Alright. Natural 20.
Oh, yikes. Within 30 feet of me.
Okay.
It is.
Half the damage.
Smart move. Good move.
I'm going to use my reaction
Full
to...
damage was 26.
I'm going to use my reaction to make it... To make a DC 14 wisdom save? Yeah, for Aisha's rebuke.
It fails.
It takes that damage as well. And I think it becomes...
26.
Yeah, I think it becomes... Yeah, it becomes radiant.
Right. Zed, so the full was 26.
Yeah.
And then you see Vosvius turn and his eyes flare with golden flame as he extends a hand and rebukes it with Aisha's light, and a huge, basically just scarring slash runs across its face, cracking into one of its horns. And skin from the inside of its armored skin, you see it burning with radiant energy as it cries out in pain. 26.
That's. He's gonna look to Vaz. That's new.
I would say, that's from Aisha. Hit it with radiant damage if you can.
Then you see its whole body start to shrivel, slightly in pain as its size begins to reduce.
Hmm.
As its size,
Can I ask what size class it is now?
it's large.
Large?
Okay, good to know.
As its size reduces, it twists. It twists on the ground. It falls to the ground and it starts twisting, and all of you kind of step back and ready yourselves. And then, as its turn ends, you see its whole body kind of and shift, and it starts to vomit slightly. As
Oh
its
my
stomach
God.
starts to bulge.
There's what bulges?
Stomach
As its whole stomach starts bulging.
Oh.
Oy.
And that's currently what's happening directly in front of you, Zed.
So how many
It does
how
still
many you
appear
think's
to be
gonna
alive.
pop out of this bitch?
This is literally Samrael from Hellboy.
I'm gonna go here. Make a perception as my action.
Oh, yeah, sure. 18? Alright. Looking around the room, you don't notice anything that's other than what was noticed by him when he first ran in.
Okay.
Looking at the bodies, you do notice that they still have some of their equipment and stuff on them, but it's hard to tell without getting up there and investigating the corpses and possibly having to shift stuff around, if there's anything useful.
Okay. I will here to here, and then dash is a bonus action, and just yell, "That's gross!" as he walks by, runs by, I guess. No, I already used 15, so it goes to 55. There.
Okay. Into your turn?
Yep.
Leaf Collector is going to turn on it as she sees it falls to the ground, and roar a battle cry, run around it, and pull her big ass hunting knife and start stabbing it in the head. She hits on the first one. 10 piercing damage. She strikes down, stabbing into its head again for another 10 piercing damage.
Nice.
Really good rolls. Alright. And that is her turn. Same as on you.
All right. I will just throw a sacred flame on it.
It fails. Takes the 6 radiant.
6 radiant. And then I'll move up a little bit. And is anybody still bloodied?
I am.
Freshly bloodied?
I definitely.
Still
Oh,
just in bad shape because I have real low health.
I am only at 9 below my max currently.
I am bloodied.
Ian is very, very authentically role-playing what LeFou's actual health bar would be if he...
What?
You're authentically role-playing LeFou's actual health bar.
If he was... Because your health is so... LeFou is a fighter. Never mind. Moving on.
So I'm gonna mass healing word then.
Oh, jeez. Coming up with the big slots.
So up to 6 people within 60 feet. So I could hit anybody, but only 6 of us.
I don't need it right now. I would say heal the others.
Mass healing word hit right at the perfect time.
So it
Because we're
Ronan,
all about to take 50 burst damage as this thing explodes.
Ronan, Zed, myself, and Sin.
Oh, hey! Sorry, one sec.
Was
I will
Leaf
be back
Collector
in
hit
a
it all?
minute, guys.
Leaf Collector has taken a
I heard
little
you,
bit of
man.
damage. Actually, no. Leaf Collector is fine. Don't worry about it.
Okay. Then I'll hit Arian and Fulu also.
Okay. For much healing.
Oh,
Plus 3 because
That's
it's a
pretty good.
3rd level spell.
Pretty good.
Look at that.
So
He's at
13 health.
Dang.
Urian's at full
reverse
health.
the damage I took last time.
And you reverse the damage that Zed took, too.
Yep.
And
All
Urian is
13
at
of
full
it.
health. And we will let Fula know what he's at when he gets back. Anything else with your turn?
That is everything.
Alright. Ronan, you're up. Then boss fights.
7, 8. Alright. I'm going to move around here and put myself between the beastie and Sen.
Okay.
As I'm doing so, I'm going to strike at it a couple of times.
Yeah. You pull
Right, I
out your
get-
blades as you rush across it. You start to strike into its hide, trying to find a weak point.
Does a 15 hit?
It misses.
Dang.
Ringing off.
It doesn't.
Did I miss anything in big?
The creature
got
doesn't
healed
still
for
have a
13.
-2, right?
Okay, cool.
It does not. I
Okay.
don't believe it.
-1.
It was a
Pretty sure.
-1. Does the creature still
Okay.
have the -1, Ian?
I don't think that would hit anyways, Ben.
No, that is until my next turn, so
Okay,
that is over.
gotcha.
It did not hit.
22.
22 does hit, as your second strike finds purchase between the cracks of its plated skin, but the 15 rings off ineffectively again.
Oh, wait, no, it does. It is. Sorry, I thought that was my first turn that I did that on. That was
15
last
still
turn.
missing,
Yeah.
So.
Well,
Okay.
the 15 after is 18 effect or 17 because I get a +2.
Effectively, that hits.
Yes, sweet. Bap. Bap. Wow, 8 and 8.
Alright.
I dealt 8 damage.
Shut the fuck up. Yeah, I'm done.
Man, I'm taking credit for that.
Okay, so you said it's like on it's like writhing on the ground still, and there's a obvious bulge from his belly. Okay, I'm going to.
His belly is facing in the direction of Sin and Ronin, and it's kind of like on its side, writhing.
Okay.
Its head is facing Leaf Collector.
I don't know if it takes me a bonus action or whatever, but I had kept those injection-tipped arrows that we found in the forest. I'm gonna pull those out as I run.
Okay.
And I'm going to make it to there, and I'm gonna stab it with my spear.
Okay.
Wait, not the arrows?
That's very rude.
Would you relax? I don't know if the arrow tips are gonna pierce the hide. I got a 20 to hit. So 20
See
hit.
what you're doing
A
there.
20
I
hits.
thought it might be something
Can I?
like that.
Okay, for my second attack, I just roll damage. 8 damage, piercing damage. For my second attack, can I pull the spear back, and with the other hand, can I take couple injection arrows and slam it into the wound I just made?
Sure. Make a athletics check.
Athletics. All right, that's fine. I think that's the same, isn't it? Yeah, plus 18.
Alright, so you see him stab the spear into it and pull to the side, carving open a wound. He pulls it out, and he pulls 2 of the arrowheads, and he shoves them inside, striking them with his palm as he steps away. They sink into the wound and start to inject into it. And nothing immediately changes.
That's fine.
Worth a shot.
I would say, and then I would look up at Sen, and I would say, figure out why is afraid of the stakes.
Irian is going to move to here, and he's going to say, "We've got it, boys." And he's going to try to fire. He's going to do a disadvantage to try to fire an arrow to its own. He's going to use his inspiration. Is it a D8? The inspiration from the envoy.
Yes.
Yeah, sorry.
Unfortunately, he still misses. He does have a second attack. He will try again. But he rings off of its head ineffectively again.
He had a +2 to that last one.
Oh
no, that was Boss.
He
Never mind.
still
Boss had
misses.
it.
Both of his rolls were really bad. Alright, Sin.
Boss used it up.
Um,
Not that was a bad thing.
100% didn't know that I had a +2. I still win, so it's fine.
I'm gonna use a mind surge, which is this. My next action is done as a bonus action instead.
Really good.
What kind of check would it be to figure out what's going on with its stomach? Would that be a nature check?
Medicine.
Medicine? Oh boy. I'm gonna use an inspiration on this medicine check. Oh, thank God.
Good call.
As you stand there looking, from what you can tell of the wounds and the like the kind of way that the stomach is like bulging and moving, it almost seems like there's things moving inside of its stomach.
That's disgusting.
Also, it seems like the liquid or like goo that is inside or like lines its stomach appears to be very viscous based upon how it's like moving out of its skin.
Okay. Sen's gonna study it and then see the shapes within its stomach, and he's gonna say out loud, by gods, there's more of them inside it. Stand back. I think I may be able to defend us from this. And then I'm going to... There we go. I'm going to use Confine. I will post it real quick. It makes a dome-shaped barrier around the creature that basically starts from within it and goes out 5 feet. And pretty much it's just like a physical wall that it can be seen through. So anything that would hit it would do damage, or anything that would hit the creature, or if the creature attacked, it would hit the shield instead. And then when the shield's broken, it goes away.
Okay. And how many hit points does it have right now?
It has 5 plus 8, so it has 13 health.
Okay. All right.
So I'm going to put the dome around it and then
You
say...
see this the air ripple around it as this dome of psionic energy like confines it in the space, so it can't harm you guys.
and then he's going to say, everyone stand back. I don't know if the shield will be able to hold it. Better safe than sorry. And then I'm going to move over this way. And that's my turn.
Fula, you're up.
That's hardly exciting, but I suppose it is effective. That's why we keep you around. That came off. No, it's just him. You would know that was like friendly.
Yeah, no, for sure.
All right, I'm gonna get to there, and yeah, I'm gonna try and clever feign again.
Okay.
Actually, do I want to do that? Yeah. Oops. Why do I keep... It's like I forgot how to fucking do this shit.
1 week off. You're an amateur.
Like, I keep clicking the ability in, like, the name, which just makes it appear and disappear, the text appear and disappear instead of the chat box. And I'll just, like, taunt it, and it'll be like, what are you going to do from in that little shell?
You definitely succeed. It definitely
And that's
is. Right.
my turn.
Alright. On the Void Height's turn, at the beginning of its turn, it shifts to its side, one of its fists kind of slamming wildly against the shield. This one can attack there, which hits. 15 damage to the shield.
Okay, so the shield breaks.
And then as it falls back to the ground at the end of its turn, the bulge grows larger and then explodes.
Yeah, that's about right.
And
That's what I was hoping the
need
shield would.
Yikes.
Ronan, Irian, Voss, Leaf Collector, all make dex. Or actually,
Oh, yikes.
dex saves.
I got 2.
Ugh.
Oh, this is bad.
Well, hopefully you'll take, like, 13 less damage.
Leaf
No, I don't-
Collector,
No, 'cause the
Leaf
shield's
Collector
gone.
got a 17, and Irian got a natural 1.
Hey, still
As
did
its
better than
stomach
Irian.
explodes, and the viscous material sprays everywhere. I then need everyone, because everybody failed but Leaf Collector, everyone to make a strength saving throw.
Strength.
Yes. There's a massive concussive blowback from this.
Oh, boy.
That's better.
Oh no, poor Irian.
There's spikes.
Irian might be in trouble.
He might be. He might
How
be
dare
dead.
you.
21. 21 for me.
21? Okay.
It's a
Alright,
23 for me.
So, Ronan and Irian, you are not shifted or moved, and neither is Leaf Collector. She already passed the first save. Irian fails and gets shifted. So he rolls
So he
a
meant
natural
boss,
4.
but yeah.
Yeah, boss.
Yeah, I'm sorry, boss. Yeah.
So what's the full
so-
damage?
The full damage from the viscous material is 17.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
Alright.
And then all of you manage to keep your footing and stand your ground. Irian is knocked back into a spike.
Fula is already running straight to him.
I just
Yes, he has to
slam
make
the
a-
swords into the ground.
He has to make a dex save. Chief
Yeah, that's so funny, Ron. I was about to slam my spear into the ground to, like, hold my ground. That's funny. Same thought.
So you guys see Irian get blown back in surprise, dropping his bow. He slams into the root, which pierces his ribcage and out the front of his body. And
Oh,
he is
shit.
he's at 0 hit points, like he's dying against this spike.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Irian's just like dying on the wall now.
Yikes. So unfortunate.
He looks up with a glare. holding the root with his hands, and he says, "Let this not be my last journey." And it is your turn, Zed. This dies, Zed,
Yeah.
as it explodes, and then as you watch for a moment at the start of your turn, the corpse begins writhing,
No.
and four smaller ones fold out and begin growing.
How much of the acid damage did they take?
The small none.
Jesus
Fuck
Christ.
you. That's how much. Is that
Ronan, you okay?
For the time being, yeah.
At least you're not that guy. I'm not over to here. Take a shot at this one right here.
Alright.
Is the big one gone, or has it been
The big
replaced
one
by
is gone.
an additional small one? Okay,
It's-
so there's only 4.
So I shot this one.
Okay, yeah, that hits.
3 damage to the one next to it too.
Alright.
Does it deal damage to all adjacent enemies or all adjacent things?
Oh shit!
Oh, maybe it does kill you.
I mean, it wouldn't kill me.
I think
mean,
it's
it
just enemies on the stats for the weapon.
Okay.
And then yeah, the sneak
So
attack
that's what it is
3.
right here.
And I am going to bonus action dash into here, and if I can get the passive like,
What's your passive perception?
12.
12. All right. Looking around that room, you see it's mostly empty. There's like clutters and debris that look like they were once indents for like camp or cooking fires. You also notice that in this southern corner, there's years of dust and debris stacked over what appears to have once been some kind of like makeshift camp or sleeping situation for somebody down here.
Okay.
But that's all you can see with your passive perception.
Alright, yeah, I'll just yell out. Eyes will flare! Looking around. And then I'll pass my turn.
You getting something going, bro? Thank you.
Yeah.
Leaf black. She's gonna turn her knife on the small one in front of her. First attack, which misses. These ones don't seem anywhere near as strong or resistant as the larger one was, but they're considerably quicker. As the music gets violent.
Hype.
The second attack,
Hype.
Man after my own heart.
dealing 8 piercing damage. And then it is Sangus' turn.
Okay. I can't quite get to it.
Oh,
Oh no.
I just realized. Would like me and Shane's characters have had any potions to start with or anything?
Each of you has 1 healing potion on your character sheet.
Wait, where?
I added it to the inventory of your character sheets.
I don't have it.
I don't see anything.
Oh, weird. Yeah, not there. Each of you should have 1 healing potion.
Okay.
Sometimes.
Actually, I think I gave Fula a med kit, and I gave you a healing potion.
I think sometimes Roll20 will delete what you just wrote for some reason. I've had.
Sometimes they have to do like rolling restarts that can erase like your
Yeah.
Wait, do medkits use like int? or
Medkits are
anything, or-
basic healing pots.
Oh,
Healing
gotcha,
potions
okay.
do the spell slot as well.
Right. I was
Also,
thinking it would
Sanguisan,
be healing
you have
kit.
known you know by now by fighting with me that I'm bloodied now. I forgot to say after that.
Sanguisan,
Okay.
what do you do with
First
your turn?
I,
He's fine. He's got his paladin pool.
No, I don't.
I
No,
know.
he doesn't.
It's gone. Everything's gone.
I'm gonna
Everything's
say,
gone.
somebody
What
get
is
him
second
off the
boss in the
spike.
dungeon? Third boss.
There's still a chance to save him. And then I'm gonna hold my action for a
Yes, please, the spike.
3rd level prayer of healing
Okay.
as soon as he's off the spike and won't heal around it.
Ronan, you're out.
Good call. Good call. Sanguisan taking a hit.
You see Sanguisan charging this healing energy in his hands, waiting for someone to pull him off the spike. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna look at the situation, like look down at the two little demodogs, and sheath, like put my blades back together and then sheath it real quick as I run over to Irian and just like wrench him off to slam him into Sanguisan. Inspiration. I'm gonna use it. Inspiration.
You reach up, you grab him, and he says, "Oh, wait, what?" As you pull him off of the spike and you spin him around as he hits the ground as soft as you can, but still pretty rough because it's like a combat situation. Sanguisan
Also, Ronan does not give a shit about it.
dives forward, touching his wound, and go ahead and cast your prayer of healing as you guys save Irian.
Okay, so that's
Because
gonna
we didn't
hit,
want to.
I was 100% gonna ignore it.
Fula cry for hours.
okay, so that's gonna hit. Let's
I provoked
see.
2 attacks of opportunity, by the way.
Oh yeah, you did. I'm gonna take those. The first one on you was a natural.
Man after my heart.
Oh,
I just forgot.
It's a man.
So we need to see if we even got to this point.
Yeah.
She even got to this point. So 1 second, everybody. Apologies. State of the game.
ooh, I hadn't even thought about that. Yikes.
All right. So the first one was a natural 20. It deals 15 slashing damage to you.
Uh-huh.
Okay. The second one attacks and gets a 18,
That hits.
and it deals 10 slashing damage.
Oh,
Whoa.
I'm down. I was at 16, so really if it hit the second time I was down.
She doesn't even make it to the spike.
Oh.
She goes down over there.
Rough.
I did roll really well on the damage.
Okay. I'm down in this square, so that's where I'd have to be.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's my issue.
Plus 5s. Bam, I didn't use my reaction this turn either. Alright, I'm going to take the opportunity attack from like on top of me, and I'm going to go here, and I'm going to
Get him off the spike.
I care more about running.
Oh, I'm gonna heal
I can try.
everybody.
I can try.
That's true. I wouldn't know what you feel. Yeah.
I was like, wow, James, that's some like extra level petty.
Well, I don't like him. If nobody had gone, I wasn't going to be the one to pull
thought
him
you were
over.
doing a single target healing. That's why.
Yeah,
that
that's
makes
fair.
sense.
That's fair.
But I realized that he would understand what kind of magic that Sanguisan was channeling.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Go ahead and
anyway,
make- go ahead
yeah,
and make an athletics check.
yeah.
You get that.
I
That's
Ronan,
think
one.
you would
did not
know
use your
that
inspiration.
Sanguisan wouldn't heal Irian over Ronan.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, if I thought he was going to do it for... That's pretty good. That's a
What'd you get?
17.
All right, yeah, you pull him off the spike, and as he
All right.
groans in pain and complaints, you flip him over and land him on the ground. And Sanguisan, go ahead and cast your prayer of
Alright,
healing.
that's hitting us 5 here.
I also got 2 attacks of opportunity provoked on me.
Oh yes, you did.
I probably won't go down unless you
Well-
crit again.
You only
We'll
got
see.
one, assuming they only have one attack of opportunity. There's
yeah,
8
they
of
only
this
have one
one,
attack
so-
of opportunity. So and
Oh,
that
that's
one
right.
It's just
okay,
it's just the one.
14
That's
healing.
true.
Is it plus
Uh,
anything?
It's plus 3 because I cast it at 3rd level. So 17. And plus the higher level cast. So 21 or 20.
20? Ooh, solid.
Nice.
It's an extra.
Did I get hit, Matt? I didn't hear you.
So 20 health.
What'd you say?
I said, did I get hit by that opportunity attack?
No, you did not.
Okay. Cool. Cool.
As you heal him, anything else on your turn, boss fights?
No.
Sanguisan, you reach down with a massive hand, and he grabs it with both of his, and you pull him to his feet. And as you do, he snaps his energon bow off the ground. He says, Thank you, chump. He's gonna turn. He's gonna fire on this one. 18 on his first attack. He's back with a vengeance for 11 energy damage. On his second attack, 21. Fortunately, that's only one more.
Huh?
That one's starting to look pretty messed up. Sin, you're up. Fula on deck.
Would I be able to use telekinesis on that same thorn that I grabbed earlier?
Yeah.
Since it's like probably over here somewhere.
You would. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab that one and I'll throw it at this guy.
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
24.
Alright, so go ahead and roll your 2d6 for a large object.
Yep.
And then it's going to make a con save, which it fails. And go ahead and roll 4d6 poison.
Oh shit!
Kind of what I thought. That's why I did the injection tips.
Hyperion.
Oh my god! All right, 31 total damage.
Alright, yeah.
That's Hyperion, boys.
It is.
Oof.
Is he still up?
Irian is still up.
No. Just
Oh, yes, yeah.
the guy I threw the thorn at.
Yeah, he's
31. He's still up. Oh my god.
That's fine.
That's not good.
Four of those
Probably,
guys.
probably just holding on.
And then
Maybe they're like slivers and they pump each other up.
Don't say that.
Yeah, plus
War,
4.
7
Why
to
would you
No,
say
that would be better because then if we kill one, the others are weaker.
Kill one, the rest lose +2/+2.
There we go.
anything else with your turn.
I'm gonna go over here.
Really,
And
you're up.
that'll be my turn.
Fula is going to disregard all safety because his world just came tumbling down around him for a second, and he's just going to slowly start approaching. And this is going to be to inspire Arian again, but I'm just going to say, if you monsters hurt one hair on that perfect head, I will end every single thing on this planet! Just like frantically just fire a shot at this guy.
Alright, inspiration.
Oh, thanks. Huzzah!
That hits.
Guys, I'm 2 for 2 tonight!
That one's looking pretty messed up, too.
That's the exact same attack roll and damage roll you got last.
I know.
This one is going
That's
to
so weird.
rush Sin and attacks. Sin, the first one
Also-
misses you as you dodge to the side.
Great.
And then you sidestep the second one, too.
That's because I'm great.
This one is going to shift to here and attack
Knowledge is power.
Ronan AC.
16.
Alright, it does miss on its first attack. But it got a natural 20 on its second attack.
Oh, perfect. I'm using my reaction on that attack to make him roll 2 after damage.
Alright, he deals... Well, he only deals 7 slashing damage, so...
Oh, good.
Alright. DC 14 wisdom.
Oh, yeah. He fails.
7 radiant.
Alright, and that destroys it. As it
Solid.
screams in pain and burns away. Alright. This one is going to charge down Fula as he's shouting. But she's going to make an opportunity attack.
Yeah!
She does hit. She deals 7 slashing damage. And she roars and she lurches forward and she slashes it across the soft part of its throat under its plates along its neck, and it actually dies before it reaches you. Starts forward and then just like kind of shucks off into the ground. The one in front of her is going to attack her twice. First, it's going to gore her. Oof, 20 on the gore.
Oh no. Gore attacks her.
Dealt. She has a lot of health right now. Same goes on, thankfully, because he dealt 17 to her. She's still up. And then she's going to get slashing attack against her, which also hits for an additional 9 damage. Alright, she's looking pretty fucked up again. My damage rolls are gone. Alright, Zed, you're up.
I'm gonna walk back in. Couldn't find the kids. I'm gonna scan the room to see who I care about. But I'm gonna shoot at this one over here.
Alright, cool. That hits. 6. 17, including the sneak attack damage. Oof. Yeah, that blows a massive hole in its side as it screeches in pain. Drags one of its oversized horns across the ground angrily.
I'm
You
gonna.
guys with your turn?
Nah, I'm just gonna like look around the rooms, assess the damage. Oh, you got him off the spike.
Begrudgingly.
Ready to fight.
Almost didn't.
Yeah, I'm just gonna look to. Just look to Voss and kind of like, with his mouth shut, like, and just.
We're all thinking it.
Hey, one of us isn't.
That's true, one of us isn't.
I don't imagine
Anything
Sen's.
else with your turn?
If
Oh,
you
Sten's
can-
definitely
Sten is
thinking
the
it.
Alright.
Sen hates these
It's
two
us.
just as much
Alright,
as
she's
I
gonna make 2 attacks with her knife on the creature.
Nice.
She hits with her. Actually, she misses with her first attack. She misses with her second one too. She's kind of like locked in combat with it. Single sign up. Then Ronan, then Box.
I will rush up to that one and attack it with my axe.
Okay.
Get
That
him.
hits. You're having a rough start, sir. Sure. You're hitting that. Alright, yep, 7 damage. Anything
I
else?
mean, he did some good healing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just meant damage.
And
Guys.
then I'm gonna throw a
Yeah.
He kept rolling misses on the attack.
I'm gonna throw
Yeah,
a
yeah.
healing word on Leaf Collector since she just took 1 billion damage.
Thanks, man. I appreciate
So she gets
Next,
11
change
health.
ability.
Ooh, that was a good healing word.
So really, yeah, dude, you've been rolling the crazy heals tonight. MVP.
And that's my turn.
You got a gas yet, Sing-San?
Somebody's
I
getting.
have a first level slot left.
Matt's like, I was counting everybody out of
Someone's
gas.
7 to 10 more health.
Time to long rest in the dungeon, boys. Running you up.
All right.
I have 6 medkits.
2 attacks on the little Bing Bang.
Alright.
1,
That hits.
Two.
That hits
Wow.
too.
Wobbly boop.
beep, bam, 15
You kill
damage. I'm gonna move to this one and strike it with my last hit. That did not hit.
Yeah, that does not.
But that's okay. I'm done after that.
Alright, Boss Bias, you're up.
Yeah, I'm gonna run over this side and spear him. 16 to hit.
That does hit.
Hey,
That does it. Sweet. I'm going to. I roll a 10 on 15 damage.
Alright.
Cool. Can I pick it up, skewered, and throw it at the wall for my second attack?
Make a athletics check.
Let's do some cool shit. Oh, off the table. New dice. Not great. 15.
You reach in and stab it again. Go ahead and roll your damage. But when you try to lift it, you realize that, like, because of the nature of its skin, it is very, very heavy.
Yeah, and as distracted as I am, I rolled a 1 on my damage dice, so 6. Perfect. When RP lines up with mechanics.
Alright, Irian's gonna turn on it. Fire his bow at it.
Oh, he gets the kill. Oh, Jesus.
Hits. And you see it raise up and roar, and as it does, he runs to here, and he fires an arrow into its mouth, and it falls back to the ground dead.
Unsatisfying.
Payback's a bitch, monster.
Sen's hands were on two swords at his belt, and he just kind of like slowly takes them off his swords, and he says, "Damn, it'd been nice to use those for one." And then he'll nod at Irian, and then he'll nod at these three over here. It's a good thing we made short work of that beast. Is everyone all right?
I hope so.
More or less.
Feeling better than I was a few seconds ago.
Beeline it to Irian and like clutch his waist for a second.
I'm fine, Fula. I'm fine.
Fula, Zed, did you see anything in those rooms?
Your compatriots are in that room. I just saw living quarters back here.
I'll go take a look.
Alright, sure. Yeah, you do find, in that room,
I wouldn't advise that, Sen. It's a bit much.
Gonna limp over.
I've seen my
Zed.
fair share of death, Fula. You will too, in time.
Like, I've been with Irian this whole time. Like, I've seen plenty of death. That shit's dropping like flies, man.
A lot of death.
Can I bend down and inspect the body to make sure it's dead and isn't going to explode on us?
Sure.
Little egg sack.
Alright, so you're going to inspect the monsters. Sin, you're going to inspect the bodies of the lore seekers.
Yeah, and the room too, if I can.
Irian will go with you to that room, Sin. The two of you and Fula are going to the other room.
I was limping over.
Yeah, I'm gonna check that room.
I am gonna be making my way into that room
She's
to
going
look
to stay
around.
and check the bodies as well. And what are you going to do?
Having seen the spike that Sen was throwing, can I inspect the other spikes? Trying to figure out more information on them. Like what kind of poison it was
Sure.
or something?
Make a nature check. We're starting with the group that's staying.
I got a 13 on my investigation check.
It doesn't appear that they're going to explode or anything like that. These
Nope.
guys are just
Okay.
dead. In fact, the one that you killed is like basically gone because the radiant energy, like.
They're like explosive matriarchal dolls.
Yep.
You're not sure of the origin of the roots. The poison does appear to be like a debilitating one, though.
Do the thorns on the walls seem natural, or does it seem like someone formed them to be like that?
They definitely don't seem natural. They seem corrupted.
Oh, okay. That's terrifying.
Alright, Sin, you and Irian go into the room where you find the bodies of your former colleagues. Irian kneels as he watches you investigate them, and he like bows his head slightly, and you hear him kind of muttering to himself.
Yeah, Sen is very he's very down as soon as he enters the room. He's gonna just like
Taking your investigation check, you would have to get in there like with your hands and stuff. It would be pretty gross.
I would probably do that.
So
checking
the
for
body,
wounds
you
and seeing
managed
if they have
to
any-
find the unique badges of each of your colleagues to take home, as well as some personal effects.
Okay.
You also find 2 intact med kits.
Oh, okay.
Is it-
Okay. Yeah, I'll Are the bodies like really mangled? Like, could I like
yeah,
prop them
like,
up against
it was like eating them. They're like
Oh,
pieces,
okay.
mostly.
Okay. I'll just let them be then.
It looks like a rotisserie chicken like 2 hours after you buy it.
Oh wow.
It's bad.
Delicious.
It's like a really challenging Lego set.
Yeah, man.
That is
It all stick
gruesome.
together.
Is there anything else? Is there anything else of note in that room? Like, does it just look like it's like a feeding room for the?
Yeah, it looks like there's a lot of like pieces stuff around the room.
Okay.
Some different pieces that have probably slept.
I'll show Irian the stuff that I grabbed, and then I'll say that we cannot bring these ones back with us, but their names shall go down in the books.
Yes, we'll return their badges to the Fallen Heroes Museum.
Yes. And I'll put one hand on his shoulder as we go.
In the Fula, you lead Zed and Ronan into the opposite room. where you also notice what looks like a long abandoned makeshift campsite against the southern stone wall over here in the corner. And then other than that, it just looks like
Seems we were not the first to take refuge in this dismal place. And I will go investigate.
You okay?
You talking to me?
Yeah.
Massive? As
Not me.
I'll be for a while. This is grueling, to say the least.
Yeah. We gotta find those bodies. As he's like wiping his face.
As the two of you are saying that, Fulit spends time investigating the campsite. Pretty much everything in the campsite is dilapidated, and you don't really find anything useful. But as you're going through what were a very long time ago, the remnants of whoever camped here's belongings, as you're going through them, you do feel cool breeze across the stagnant air. And as you kind of follow it with your hand, you realize that there's a crack because the stone wall at the back does not actually meet the floor.
Ah. I'll move some stuff out of the way to see like how big this crack is.
It's pretty small. It's like
Okay.
less than an inch in width.
It's like roughly flare size, roughly Isel size.
Yeah.
Damn. Self-deprecating humor. I like
It's rough.
It's a coping mechanism.
That was a good
it's
one.
roughly hazel sized.
Yeah.
You guys are in the room with me, right? Or are you still just
two of
hanging
them.
in there?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you think? Trapdoor?
He's just gonna.
I'll go to like lean into it and like. I mean, I'm not very strong, so I assume that if there is something to be moved there, I'm not capable of it, but I'll like kind of try.
You lean into it, kind of placing your hands on it. You start to shift around the surface and kind of press occasionally. After the third or fourth time of doing this, your left hand catches part of the stone wall, and you feel it press in slightly. And as you pull your hands back, a section of the stone wall slides away, and a digital padlock screen pulls forward as a very old security lock appears to have come out of the wall.
Does it seem to be powered still and everything?
It does actually flicker and light up, but it's pretty dim.
That's strange. Let me see that.
This is probably something for Sen to deal with.
Look to Ronan.
Yes, go get Sen. We'll be waiting here.
Very well. Do as you wish. And I will go get Sen.
Yeah, you go get
Sen. I just look at Sen, just like after you.
You bring Sin back in, followed by Irian.
I was gonna do a check while.
Yeah, I thought Zed was saying like I'm gonna do it, so
Okay, yeah, sure.
I was like, that's why I was like.
What do you want to do?
Attempt to crack it.
All right, so you walk up to the screen and you tap it a couple times to get the power back on. All of the languages in Aberrant.
Oh Jesus Christ!
Yeah, I'll just do the whole like scratch your nose. And... yeah, I'm not doing that.
We really need to get
as you walk back
translation
over, you kind of
module.
stand quietly for a moment with Ronan.
Yeah,
he
my
leads
arms crossed,
Sin
looking at it, just
and
like
Irian back in, and Leaf Collector would follow them in as well once she knows that.
I would have asked Leaf Collector a couple things. I had something I wanted to do in this room.
All right.
So can I take out the the other injection tips that I have, and kind of inspect them to see like is there anything in them already, or do I have to, or do they have to
There's liquid in them already.
There's liquid in them already? Is there any that didn't have liquid in them, or can I recover the ones that I used?
You're not able to recover the ones you use.
No, okay.
But there aren't any imploded currently.
Oh,
You can
damn.
probably
Okay.
buy syringes if you want around injections.
Okay. Because I was gonna say I was gonna ask Wood Collector about that because she looked at, or somebody looked at the tipped stakes and that they're poison. Leaf Collector, yeah, sorry. And
That's her
and
point, James. Anyway,
that's a what?
Her party name is Wood Collector.
Yeah, my bad. Are the poison, did it seem to be coming from the stakes or from the vines? Or was it like the thorns were part of the
They're
vine?
covered in like thorns. They're like
Okay.
roots is what they are. They're like pointed
Okay.
roots.
Because I wanted to try and see if I could like put some of that root, like the poison from that, like into an injection tip or something, because it seemed to do a lot of damage, and they were really afraid of them in case we were. But I don't think there's any way.
She would stop you and she would say, the injection tips that you found are not designed for viscous materials.
No, I just thought because it was so effective on the beast that we might have some for the next one we inevitably encounter. But that's okay.
You could grab a couple of spines from the wall.
I could. Can I do that? Can I lop off a couple?
Yeah, you could lop off a couple spines.
Okay, I'll do that, and then after I finish all that, I will follow into the room where everybody else is going.
As I go to that other
It'll
room,
probably take you the entire time in this room. So
I'm gonna hand off the 2 medkits to whoever looks like they need them most.
Ronan.
Yeah, I'll hand one to Ronan as I walk in the room. I don't know who else.
my characters are, well,
Yeah, you don't get it.
Leaf Collector's pretty low, but it'll be okay. She's like,
I mean-
14 hit points right now.
I mean,
I
whoever's
would have
looking the
given her
most
one.
hurt,
If we were
I'll-
talking,
I'll
I
hand
have
off.
like 3 on me. I would have given one to Leaf Collector.
Alright, so
Battle.
she'll use one of yours and roll.
You know what? I'd actually hand the other one to Irian as we're leaving that other room because I saw him
maybe-
get literally impaled. So,
Okay.
yeah.
If
He'll
you-
nod
if
his
you
head
think
and thank
that'll-
you and say, I'll hold on to it.
Yeah, if you
That's
think it'll do something, yeah.
So Ronan's got the other one, and then yeah, I'll go in there and so Leaf Collector's in there too. Eventually,
Yes, everyone else is in there. Everyone's in there right now but Sangosan and Boss, I think. Sangosan, are you staying outside and helping him chop
I would.
things?
I mean, it's true.
Yeah, I'd stay with Boss. Just make sure nobody's
That would
alone.
cut down the time a little bit. They're not in there yet, but everyone else is.
Leaf Collector, if you wouldn't mind reading this Evelyn for me, I may be able to get into this system.
Yeah, she'll give you an advantage on your computer check.
Computers?
Yes. It'll be a computer.
Oh,
Yikes. Yikes.
I'm not proficient.
The lock keeps you guys out.
I'm afraid I'm not familiar with this kind of technology. Kind of looking back at everybody.
What did you say that said? And smile, look at Ronan.
Make a computer check.
I'm gonna say to Sen, now, I've seen you deal with far more challenging things than this simple piece of machinery. I'm 100% confident that you can do this, and I'll give you an inspiration. Or, inspiring words.
Zed makes his own attempt,
Mhm.
and he fails. for the
Okay.
50.
Mhm.
Zed, after you fail,
Yeah.
it warns you that it's got one more attempt before it just locks you guys out of the system.
I'll look to Sen. Good luck. Smile.
He just shakes his head and looks at it for a while. I mean, yeah, I'll try it again if no one else is going to go for it.
I ain't got the intelligence yet.
Yeah, I'm not an in-base character. Surprise, surprise.
Yeah,
Well, you can add a D8 this time, so.
yeah, I can. Hopefully. Okay. Here we go. It's a 14.
Is that still without
Do
discipline?
you still have the advantage from her helping you?
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, well, whatever.
You guys get
Damn
locked
it.
out of the soft.
God damn it.
Damn D20 system.
Sorry, I don't remember if it was talked about like 2 weeks ago, or maybe I just missed it at the beginning of this fight. But the black like circle at the top there, what is that?
It's there's no like surface above. Those are just walls. So the room just has like this jutting island in it, basically.
Okay, gotcha.
So there's nowhere to like climb up or anything like that.
Got it.
Yeah, you're locked out of the software side of it at least. So you're
Yeah, I mean, what am I looking at? Like, is it just a screen? Is there like a?
Yeah, it's just a screen.
Oh, wait.
There's it's not attached to anything that we can see.
It
We
like
can-
came out of the stonework, but you don't.
We
you
can
can't
try and
see
use
wiring.
tech to like hardwire our way around it, right?
You could try to.
I got
okay.
tech, but I was gonna wait for.
I mean, that's our
It looks
only
like
option now. I
it'll be
think.
difficult, but
Yeah.
it's possible
Yeah.
based upon what you can see so far.
All right. I'll like jam my dagger in between the stone and it, and try and
Try to
pry
find some
it.
wires. Yeah.
Try and pry the front face forward.
Go ahead and make a sleight of hand check.
Oh,
Jesus.
I'm gonna go ahead and hit my last lucky on that. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, might be helpful.
Nope.
Oh,
Wait, everyone! I get to use the new Gaian feat.
Oh shit! Are we the new halflings? We.
Gaian lucky.
Gaians are the new halflings.
Yes.
Gaians have. I get to re-roll if I roll a 1 on a check, an attack, or a save, and they're 3 separate things, and they reset on the long rest.
That's cool.
All right, goddamn.
Dope. If you roll another 8 on the Oh no!
That's it.
Amazing.
Just bear in mind that these bad rolls could have come up during the fight, and they thankfully
That's true.
didn't.
Yeah, unfortunately, like you're just not able to find a way to get purchase to see any of the wiring.
Yeah.
No matter how hard you try.
Yeah, I'm just gonna
Okay.
light my.
I'm gonna walk up and just unload my entire hand cannon into the face.
Cover my
Yeah,
ears.
you shatter the screen and break back the stone, and the wires burst and crackle, and the door just seems to stall in the closed position after that.
You put
Good call.
your
Shooting
sword
her.
between and crowbar it, yeah.
These
Wait.
witches are
Am I looking
only
for
us
Possible,
left.
but it would look. It
Now
would,
that
it
the
looks like it'd be
screen
really
Yeah,
has
do we
been
enter the room yet?
blown to kingdom come.
I'm gonna look to. Is Voss in the room yet?
They are walking in at this point
I'm assuming they would after their gunshots.
after they hear the.
Yes.
Voss walks in. You got leverage with that thing, right? Come over here.
Oh, you're asking me to separate. You're asking me to separate player and character, and
It
it's
doesn't
hard.
sound bendable.
Yeah, well,
it
but it
seems
doesn't
even the
sound
greatest
breakable
of
either.
minds. It seems even the greatest of minds could not break this one.
Oh, you're the worst. Yeah, you're the absolute worst. I would say, yeah. Oh my god.
If someone else had a spear, I would say yes.
Ross, let's not.
I mean, I
risk
have a
your
spear, but
Oh,
I
you
don't
do?
mind, it's
Then
not
I
unbreakable.
forgot.
I would-
Well, I don't know that.
I mean, I can't meta this. I think it may have the leverage. It's longer. It's there's more power behind it. I'm not sure.
Then this stinky thing, I'm gonna like wave my dagger. Yeah.
I'm gonna. Oh, I didn't see it. Does anybody? Oh man, this is a player thing too. Does anybody have the other spear? Have we thought about the other spear that we
Ronan
have?
has it.
Not a
I
legendary
was just
weapon.
about to attune to it.
Is that what you're spending this time doing?
Hers doesn't say unbreakable.
Yeah. Now that I've thrown my fit, yes, that's what I'm going to do.
Yeah. Oh my god, I can't believe it. Yeah, I will. I will kind of wedge the butt end of the spear. Like, is there enough room?
Before he does that, is this something I could use telekinesis on, or is it not
Mhm.
leveraged like that? Probably.
If it was
not
locked, there's
but
probably
it's
something we can't
possible.
see, like, holding it in place.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it would be the same as physically trying to, like, break it.
Yeah.
It's just...
Safe.
I mean, you're a Templar who follows the Celestial, so it's possible for you to break open a door because the flavor is there, but it's difficult for sure. So go ahead and roll a athletics.
I'm gonna use an inspiration because as a player, I'm so scared.
His
Yeah,
damage
no.
will be.
I
it'll
think
be
you're still
exile
gonna
damage.
find you'll roll a 1 and a 2 somehow.
Oh.
No, I actually rolled a 19, 13, 26.
26. All right, you do manage to get enough hold, and it starts to shift. And Sanguisan rushes behind you, and he kind of puts his hands on the extended end to help you and the two of you together pry the door back just wide enough for you guys to each walk through single file. You would have to like stand sideways, but it's possible to do.
Whew.
Us.
Can Sanguisan fit, though?
He's
Sanguisan
gonna be
cannot.
fine. Oh, okay. He'll be fine.
He still has a spell slot left.
If
He
Oh
still
my
has a spell slot left.
if
What a shit show.
I would say before we
try
walk
and
through,
shoulder it.
why we are exhausted as a group. I think there won't be much better place to stop than here. If we can't open this door anymore to get everybody through, and we have all those thorns that we could maybe set up at the entrance to this small room, maybe we can camp here.
You don't think those dogs will be back?
Let's say they did not seem like they were going to explode like the mother did,
Well,
but
is he the only one?
no, that's what I'm saying. We need to set up a defense. I think these if we can maybe set up enough of these spikes, they were afraid of them in battle. Why would they not be afraid of them sitting there?
I mean, you're not wrong, but I'm just itching to get down there.
We could
Say
send
this is
someone up
the
ahead
most
to scout.
defensible. This is the most defensible place we've found so far. Is it?
That
I don't
is
know.
true.
Maybe we just unleashed a monster by opening that door.
Well, I would think we would have
Place-
seen it.
He'll just laugh like that.
And that was the
I'm-
only creature like that we have encountered so far. So I don't believe there is another nearby.
They don't all look the
It
same.
would be foolish. It would be foolish to think it is the only one.
Well, I
That
see
will
where
get you
you are
just like
coming
your friend.
from, boss. I don't think we should rest here, though. We did leave somebody behind.
Yeah, the lady.
Oh, that's right. I
He's,
forgot
like,
about her.
in the caverns above you guys, hiding in that crevice campsite.
Plus, I don't think it's gonna stop Urian to point down the hallway, and I'm sure he's walking down it already.
Isn't he, like, fucked up?
Yeah, but
I guess not
He's
so much
super
anymore,
fucked up.
but,
He hasn't walked
yeah.
down it yet. He's been watching all of you guys.
oh, okay.
I gave
Unfortunately, he came in
I thought
after
he
like
would
3 people,
already
so
be
he's
down.
not close enough to the. There's like
Okay.
4 people blocking his way to the doors. So.
Okay. Well, I don't think it's gonna stop that guy.
So what are you guys doing? Irian is going to raise a hand and say, "I'm itching to get down there and see what we can find, but staying together is important. I think at this point, that creature was dangerous."
Holy shit, that's the first thing he's ever said that makes sense.
Vassal
Alright.
had said.
Leaf Collector leans into your ear, Zed, and whispers, "It only took a spike through the ribs."
Yeah, chuckle. All right.
At least lore seekers say things of value.
If I don't have to worry about this guy, then yeah, let's take a rest. Let's set up a perimeter or whatever.
How long do you guys
No.
want to rest?
Sit down.
I think we should bed.
James wants a long rest.
I think we should bed down for a real rest. We are close to useless outside of our basic combat
Speak for
abilities.
yourself.
Yeah.
It seems some of you have forgotten that we had already resolved to take a long rest before someone
Ye-
slipped up in their guard duty.
Hey,
I
and
still have
the
So-
bullets.
So you took a long rest then?
I would say,
I beg
and
your
that's
pardon?
the first thing that you have said that's made sense. Finally getting somewhere.
I don't know who's talking to or referring to
I'm
who.
talking to
Sorry.
I
I'm
was
talking to
referring-
you.
Yeah, and you said
About
I
that?
believe we. You said I didn't interrupt the rest for one. Two.
No,
Uh,
I
you
was
said-
making. I was
yeah, you
talking
said
about
that- yeah.
Ronan.
I know, and then you said we already tried to take a long rest, and but it got interrupted, and I'm just gonna look to you. So you managed to rest. We shouldn't take one
No,
now
I was
because it
quite
got
instrumental
interrupted.
in saving your friend.
So we shouldn't take a long rest then.
Why would you think
Perhaps
that?
we should have.
Clearly, we need it.
I know I was smiling when I said it because there's no reason to point it out because we're all still tired.
Then why are you still arguing so ridiculously against what everyone else seems to think is pretty obvious?
I was the one who said, "Let's take a long rest and set up a perimeter." Did you forget that?
What?
I just said that like 5 seconds ago. I
No.
looked at Voss.
I believe what you said was, why take a long rest, since that buffoon, or whatever idiotic word you used, is just going to run down there anyways.
And then after that, I said, "Oh, if I don't have to worry about him, let's set up a perimeter and take a rest." I'm gonna look around
yes,
to everybody.
I forgot. I do stop
This
listening
banter
to
is giving
people
me a
when they
headache.
said
We
too
will take
much
a
that
short
doesn't make
rest
any
here
sense.
and then press on through the cavern.
Oh god.
I'm gonna start like shifting things around the room to prepare for a short rest.
Okay.
I would say I would be willing to venture your companion that we left behind, but I'm not going alone.
It's probably best she's not left alone if we're continuing farther away.
Agreed.
Good. Yeah. Good.
Sango-san?
To get back to her, it's going to
You and me?
require somebody who has the ability to climb out of the lower area and stuff. But
I can go.
Climb out of
yeah,
So
because
can
you
I.
just like jump down into a lower section. She's pretty far away. You guys have already
Yeah.
ventured pretty far without her.
I'll look to Ronan and say, "You want to go
Would you like to attempt to calm her?
get the lady?"
This
I need
is
to take some
sci-fi,
time
not
to-
fantasy.
Patch up my wounds.
All right. Well, I told her to stay there, so I feel a little responsible.
Would you guys like to attempt to calm her? Because
I mean, I
the technology.
Yeah, I'll try. If,
All right, sure. What do you say,
Rebuild.
what was her name? I forget.
Malia?
Malia?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool name for a cool chick.
I did pump a cure wounds into her before I just.
Yes, you did.
She's not as
Cured
bad
her
off.
ankle.
Malia, are you still alive up there?
It's been all quiet since you left.
Yes, it's been an interesting
Are you talking to her?
several hours. No, I am talking to myself,
So you have a
as I
signal?
often do. Why do you insist on asking silly questions?
So you have a signal. I'm gonna look to
I
everyone
believe
else.
we are going to send
That's not
someone
a
to
silly
get you.
question.
Okay, this is the first time we've since we've gotten here.
Yeah.
Have you had? Okay. Yeah, you're not. Okay, so this is great news. Do we still have the beacon?
The beacon
No.
is
No, we
upstairs
definitely
where it was
left
planted.
it. Yeah.
Oh,
Does she respond? I'm ignoring Zed and just like talking to her.
I'm talking. I'm
I
ignoring
couldn't
him.
hear. I couldn't hear what you said over Weston. So what did you say to her?
Oh, I said, are you still alive up there? And then, oh right, and then,
she said.
oh, I said, I believe we're sending someone to get you.
Maybe just if someone's coming back up here, don't draw too much attention in the caverns. Everything's been fine so far.
Interesting. Do you feel safe enough for the moment?
I mean, rather we were moving upwards, but if we're not, I definitely don't want you drawing attention to this hiding spot.
As this is happening, I'm gonna try and calm like Ronan, like across like this. Like, can you hear me?
It comes through.
Oh, Okay.
Whoa.
It's crackling a little bit, but it's coming through.
Just give him a
The
thumbs up.
beacon did not work though. When you guys
No,
tried.
I know, but I thought you were
Maybe
setting
something has
something
changed.
else up. I thought you were setting something else up, like when Ronan heard voices.
Yeah.
If you are hidden and can stay that way, it may be best. Everyone down here is a bit roughed up at the moment anyways. And frankly, I'm not entirely certain we're not walking into more danger.
Just get back soon. Everybody.
Yes, of course, as soon as we can. She's fine. That was to everyone else.
Let's say. I would say she is your companion, and I would turn my eyes between and. But we need to rest, not a short one. We need sleep. We were going to take one before, but we were interrupted. Why not now?
Go ahead, I'll take first watch. I'm fine.
With someone else. Two to a watch.
I'll keep an eye with him.
You
He'll
sure?
come up
Let us say
and pat you like slightly too hard on the shoulder.
I'm gonna look
one
at
from each group
broken clothes.
per
I'll look
watch.
at his clothes. I'm like, you sure?
This way, any mischievous spirits about will have a harder time trapping both of us, tricking both of us.
Yes,
That
number
would
one.
be
Oh.
smart.
That makes sense.
For once, I agree with Fula. I will take second watch. With someone else?
I would take second watch with you.
Good.
Right, and then third watch, if everyone wants to go.
I'll take third watch. Yeah.
With Sanguisan, okay. As all of you guys set to rest, we are going to take our break. But also, you attune to the spear.
Uh-oh.
Huzzah! Oh, he's showing it to us, so maybe it's not
What?
cursed.
Holy shit.
Dude.
Damn.
It's hella big.
Whoa!
That's super cool.
The second
Even
one
more
is
juicy.
it. Because
That's dope.
yeah,
That's super cool.
but the second one is
Oh,
Second-
force damage? Oh my god.
That's amazing. I love it.
That is a very cool magic item.
Yeah.
Alright, guys. When we get back,
Cool.
you guys will attempt a long rest, and we'll see how it goes.
Attempt. I like how you said
It'll
that.
go
Attempt.
well. Get it. Your guys' rest goes by uninterrupted. Kula gets a 9 on the last watch. Ronan?
Linguisan.
Wait, I thought
I was with.
Yeah, I'm not.
Sanguisan.
Attaboy.
Did you guys take the last watch? It goes by peacefully. You guys are all able to complete long rests.
Holla.
How you get hit die back, you get half.
You get half the hit die you used back.
Okay. Round it up or
You get
down?
half your max back.
I think you just get half your max back.
Okay. Round it down.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
down for everything in D&D.
Okay, cool.
Endures.
Although, does that mean that it would take 3 full long rests to get back all of your at or would you still?
Is he getting that for anybody else?
Like,
gonna say-
basically, with your second
he's
long
cutting
rest,
that
get
off.
you that one.
Yes, it would. Did you get that?
Yeah.
You're cutting out
Sorry,
a lot.
I'm
just to
cutting
let you know. Alright.
You
Alright.
guys sound.
After your guys' long rest, you want to proceed down the steps? Through the doorway?
Yeah.
Is anybody staying
Yeah.
behind with Sanguisan?
Alright, Sanguisan can't make it through.
Can we try? Can me and Sanguisan try to pry it open even farther one more time this morning?
Sure.
You want to both do it, or you want advantage or me advantage?
I'll help
I get
you
plus
out.
7 to athletics.
Alright, so
Okay.
roll with advantage, boss.
Let me hold up.
What?
Oh wait,
I haven't even looked at the dice yet.
I am going to say, I'm gonna give you inspiring words and say, and don't forget, you can't open it. Sure, your friend will die.
I'm gonna shake my head, and I rolled a 21 athletics, and I guess I'll roll the d8 because why not? 7, 28.
Yeah,
really
you guys
doesn't
able
wanna
to
leave the
you guys are
gear
able to pry it
behind.
about halfway open this time. It definitely feels like it's not going to get any more open than that, though.
The Sanguisan fit.
Yeah, Sanguisan will fit through now. He still has to sidestep, but most of you guys can walk through pretty comfortably now.
Cool. I would say
You put
I
your
would look back up at him and I would punch Sanguis on the arm. I would say, protecting the big guy, not leaving you behind.
I appreciate that.
Glad
Okay.
paid.
Cool.
looked around. You good?
I'm good.
Oh, it feels so good.
All right.
Long rest, everything back.
Alright. So what do you guys want your marching order to be? Because it is single file going down this passage. It's pretty tight and it's pretty claustrophobic.
Now that I don't have flare to worry about, we'll just hang back.
Alright.
Wherever Irian is in the marching order, I'll be inside of.
I don't know if I would be all the way up front, but I'd probably be towards the front. No one else. Or I would be in the front if no one else wants to, really.
I think me and Ronan usually take up the back. Yeah, that's usually what happens.
I'm usually towards the center of the party, actually.
Usually
Yeah.
towards the center.
Yeah.
Irian's going to walk down the passageway.
All right, I will bring up the rear.
Alright, as you guys fall into a single file line, you walk about 30 feet down the steps into a small enclosed room. It appears to be kind of like a study that's been tucked away and hidden. Looking around it, it's only about 30 by 20 feet. It's full of shelves and things with odd knickknacks and other things, and you don't see any other ways out.
Perception. Actually, yeah, my perception's 18.
So we got a 22 and Sin got a 20. Okay.
Has to find the pad.
Hey,
Looking around,
I can do that.
Your eye immediately gets caught by a very fine-looking Averin painting that's hanging on the wall. Its frame is an ancient-looking but very strong and brightly colored in red, kind of like wood, lined with like some silver and gold filigrees. It's kind of like art history artifact kind of immediately draws your interest as a lore seeker. Let's see. Sanguisan, you, looking around the room, you noticed another alchemist's chest tucked away corners, like you guys found in the other study.
I'll point it out.
What did you get, Voss?
18.
18. Right. You notice against the opposite corner, there's like a rack that probably once held coats that are basically just now strips of decaying cloth. But behind them, fairly well preserved, there appears to be like a wooden staff leaned up against the corner of the wall.
Ooh.
Zed scanning the room. Your eyes fall on the desk where you notice a small powered down personal computer and a cred chip.
Yeah, I'll
Uh,
take a look at it.
did I miss anybody? Ronan, did you even roll?
No. I'm mainly keeping an eye out for just like danger in general. Ooh.
Uh-oh.
He could be
Lost somebody.
Hopefully his connection improves.
He's
Ian, are you back?
Yeah, we're gonna try off the Wi-Fi for a bit because I think that might
Good
be
call.
a problem right now.
All right. So who wants to do what? Who wants to go first?
I will go up and look at the staff and pick it up and kind of look over and say, this should be much more rotted than it is. And I'll take it.
I'll check out the painting.
I'll look at
Yeah,
the
Irian
alchemist
follows you over to
stuff.
the painting as well. Go to make an investigation check.
Hot damn! The boy's on fire.
So the rest of you hear Fula and Irian immediately start having like this very intense personal conversation about how this work of art is clearly like this work of Averin art from this like famous Averin painter from like several centuries ago. And then as they get deeper in that conversation, it quickly becomes a conversation of, okay, let's figure out how to remove this from the wall.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because this is like a museum displayable artifact. So that's what the two of them
Oh, for sure.
over in the corner.
That's why I immediately went to it. I was like, that's gonna be worth money.
Sen's gonna see if he can find a way out.
Okay. Would that just be your
Investigation?
perception check?
Yeah, well, the perception check was just, I guess, on the room. I don't know if it would be investigation to specifically look for, like, secret doors and stuff. I guess I'd be looking for a similar thing to what we just
Yeah,
went
make a dungeoneering check.
Ah, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a thing!
Make an investigation check, I guess. You, as everyone else is doing everything they're doing, even the people that we haven't gotten to yet, you spend your entire time scanning this room, and it seems like this is a dead end to you.
Okay.
This is like another private study, kind of like the other one you guys found. Alright,
I'll pick up the
yeah.
cred chip and look at it, and pick up the personal and look at it, see if I can turn it on. And hey, what were you guys hoping to find down here again?
Its battery pack is cracked, so it is not turning it.
Okay, and then I'll look over to them at the painting. Is that what you're trying to find? To Urian and Fula.
That personal computer?
No, as I'm like looking at
Oh.
that, I asked them what were they hoping to find.
Uh,
And then I look. Is like, is that the painting?
Irian turns and he says, well, actually, this is just a secondary prize. We didn't even know this would be down. We've come for an artifact much more important to the heart of this place. An amulet that Imon Call wore around his neck.
Well, I may be able to help with that today. I remembered something that Aisha told me, and if you describe it, I think I will be able to find it if it is to locate it if it is if it is close enough.
Unfortunately, we aren't certain of its description. We simply know of its existence.
Well, perhaps it's in this chest I found over here.
That would be fortunate.
If it were that easy, though, I think we would be out of a job.
That's true. You keep working on getting this off the wall, and he'll walk over to the chest.
Sam, you got any more of those batteries? And I'll like hold my computer up that I found.
I think the one I had was taken from something else,
Yeah,
right?
you took it out of another thing at the base camp.
He'll shake his head and say, "I'm afraid I don't have any more on me."
Shame. I'll look at the.
Sin, as you're continuing to look around the room, you find another tablet piece.
Yes. Okay.
At this point, I'm going to quickly do you guys a favor. Post
I appreciate it, because I think I know what it's going to be.
previous ones.
There we go.
For those that, didn't catch every word. And as Sin finds this new one, he reads it aloud to all of you.
guys actually want me to read it aloud?
It's totally up to you. I mean, I love the RP, but it is totally up to you.
Idra.
Well, I live for RP
Obviously.
and stupid jank builds.
It seems like you and Ian die for RP.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's
Well,
about commitment.
That's true. Sen will hold up the piece kind of to whatever light source we have, and he'll say, "Interesting, another piece of the puzzle." And then he kind of looks over it for a bit and says, "In the maw of the void, everlasting life is found. Life born again of glorious purpose. A life that will extinguish all death in the galaxy and give birth to a greater universe. The universe that the Whispers described in my mind, always without end. The true purpose of the power they gave us. What have I done?" Very curious. And now I'm going to read all of it.
Can I ask something real quick? Did they appear like they were all from the same an original like piece, or were they all like just written in this or like carved in the same like style or something?
When Sin got the last one, he started attempting to place them in ways to fit them together, and he does think that they all belong together. You guys just don't have enough pieces yet.
Okay,
You don't have
but
all
they
pieces.
don't appear like they like were one giant slab that got broken, do they, or do they look like that?
You're starting to get the gist that they were one giant slab that got broken.
Okay, gotcha. Sorry, I was unclear on that like
That's
2
fine.
weeks ago, and I forgot to ask.
That's fine.
But cool.
I mean, like, listen better next time, but no, I'm just kidding.
No.
Well, it seems that C is the end piece.
Yeah.
Does that piece look broken as well on both sides?
A is definitely the start as well.
Yeah, that would make sense.
I think we're missing one piece probably, at least one.
I think it's at least two.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks
B
kind of like you're
ends
missing at least
on
two.
Okay.
B and D both end looking.
I
like
know,
they're
but I didn't
two.
know if there was like a piece in the middle. I guess, yeah.
The A, B, C, D are in order of finding them, not in order
Yeah.
of how they should fit together.
I would look to everyone else and I would say maybe, though we must go past the bodies again, maybe there is a room such as this one on the other side of that spiked chamber. We seem to be finding pieces in the most unobvious of places.
It is
As
possible.
long as we find the bodies, I don't really care what we do. I just want to get eyes on.
Likewise.
He'll just like keep his.
How long is that one?
So who wants to deal with the chest?
I mean, I'll
Yeah, we
take a stab at it.
Make a sleight of hand check.
I have a thief's kit. Doesn't that give me advantage, or how did we?
It gives you the
proficiency,
ability to
right?
use your proficiency,
Oh, okay.
basically.
That's what it was.
I believe. Oof. Yep. Yeah, you bust that right open, and inside you find 2 greater healing potions.
healing potions.
Yes.
Dope.
You find 2 greater healing potions,
So spiced.
and you find another potion that is a strange, almost like mucusy green color.
Alright, I just chugged that shit. I'm just kidding. I would not.
Do it.
I'm
I'll
not
look
doing
Appears to
around.
have a
Get
very
no glory.
It appears to have a. It doesn't appear to have like a viscous quality to it, but it's kind of sludgy.
I'll
Gross.
look around for Sanguisan and see him.
But you'll get so swole.
You're honorable and all that. Pass those out.
Alright, who needs greater healing potions?
I think you should keep at least one.
There's only Irian and Leaf Collector both just shake their heads.
Alright, I'll
Just
keep
two-
one.
I just think just the two of you do. So, as far as that's concerned,
I have a potion of my own. I should be okay.
Oh shit, that's true, huh? Okay,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hadn't even thought about that. Okay, yeah, I mean, I'll take the other one. Oh. Sounds good.
I'll hand it to you.
Cool.
all right. Is there anything else you guys wanted to do in here?
Who's taking the
You were
green
just
potion?
pocketing the personal computer and the cred chip for now.
Yeah, just
I've just been trying to. Can I tell whether it can
Cred
be
chips are
taken off the wall?
universal. Just to let you know.
yeah. I know better than to just shove random cred chips into my
That's totally
personal
fair.
computer.
That's totally fair.
I am
You might not be paying for your Norton right now. Would you say?
Does it look like there is a way to get this off the wall?
The painting? Oh yeah, no, you've already figured out how to get it off the wall.
Okay.
And you pass it over to Irian, and he smiles, and you guys see him reach down to kind of like a bag with kind of like a capsule like
Oh my god! Capsule tech!
yeah, and he's gonna press it. He's gonna press his thumb against it, and it's gonna pop open, and he's gonna like kind of like cat a corner one of the corners of the painting to it, and it's just gonna get inside of it and then close up on his belt.
Nice. As we turn to leave, if we're all done here, I will remember that I prepared this spell, and I'm going to cast Detect Magic. Actually, while we're doing this, I'm going to do it as a ritual. I have it prepared, but I'm going to do it as a ritual.
Sure. And you're casting what?
Detect
on the
magic.
staff?
Detect Magic on the room.
Oh yeah, because it's 30 feet.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, the 3 potions you guys find ping.
Yeah.
You took the sludgy one.
No, I'll take it if nobody else takes it.
Cool. Ronan
I
takes
had
it.
it all onto it. Yeah.
And the staff pings as well.
Okay. As I thought. And then I'm going to realize how long I have, and I pass people and go back up the passage, and I'm going to check through all the rooms that not all the rooms, but I'm going to go back up the stairs, into where we camped, back into the big spiky room, walk around it to make sure I cover everything, and then go into the other side.
So you're gonna walk all the way back?
And all the way over to the other side.
Okay,
The other
Sure.
side.
Sure, you start doing that. What does everybody else do? So you want
I'm just gonna shake the potion back and forth just to look at it.
I'd follow him. I'd make sure he was fine.
Okay.
I'm gonna go look after. I don't even have a nickname for him. I'm gonna go look after Voss. Look to Ronan.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just wandering around with, a finger to my forehead, fingers to my temple,
Yeah, I'm just looking around, making sure you don't step on anything, any traps or anything stupid.
Yep.
Or anything comes out of the fucking wall or something.
Yeah.
It's weird how it only gets better as you guys add more words to it.
Say something.
That's the best it could be.
Does everyone start backtracking with him? As far as you guys can tell, continuing in this direction doesn't lead anywhere. You guys
Yeah.
explore
Yeah.
This section, as far as you guys can tell.
I'll start heading back.
Right. So if everybody starts backtracking as a group, following him as he makes his scan with Detect Magic, you guys get all the way back to the partially submerged cylindrical chamber without finding anything else from.
Wait, all
I
the way
wanted-
back.
I specifically wanted to go check the left side.
Yeah. I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Like passage. Oh, is this the submerged chamber? I thought you were talking about the submerged chamber back where we fought the original thing.
Yeah. So you went back to this circular room with the roots.
Yeah,
From
I
there-
wanted to go.
And then
Yeah,
we
from
go
there,
the
some of us
opposite-
want to check the
Yeah.
left.
Okay, yeah,
room.
sure. So you guys go back into the feeding room.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You kind of
And
start
then-
to carefully pick through it, watching where you step because there's
I'm
puzzles.
gonna walk over to where
Where
where the,
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Scanlan was
opposite
here,
wall,
written on the wall. And
where the
I'm just
console
kind of
was
gonna
in the
go
room.
around, feeling for like the air current that I felt last time.
Sure. Make an investigation check.
Hey, son, you should do these.
You don't notice anything, Fula.
Cool. I'm not that invested,
What are you doing?
honestly.
Just gonna walk over to where the console was in the opposite room. This
Okay,
room.
sure. Make an investigation check.
Yeah.
Sin, you are also investigating other parts of the room. Everyone's looking for like another hidden doorway. So far, nobody's found anything
Okay.
that denotes another hidden doorway.
Man, out of context, if someone just walked into this room and saw people like feeling air and stuff, like it would look so stupid.
Especially with a room full of eviscerated bodies.
Yeah, with like corpses.
Rotting.
So there's piles of like that monster's shit also.
Yeah, definitely.
Cool. Yeah. Love it.
And it didn't
Yeah,
have a
you're
healthy diet.
Full of that's your territory. You should dig through it.
I'm not Ian Malcolm.
I mean, earlier you were talking about how it just slides out.
do you see that? This is what I thought. Jeff Goldblum with his shirt off, and then Oko next to it, and like find the difference.
Oh, but that's great.
Alright, so after you guys search this room, do you want to keep backtracking, or what do you want to do?
We didn't find any like secret, like partially open doors or anything like that. Oh shit! All right, yeah. I mean, if we can't go any farther,
You guys
Let's
continue
boogie.
back into the hall that had the 3 rooms, and you walk them with your detect magic. The only thing that pings is the seeping through the floor.
yeah, okay.
Room that you got attacked.
Well, that's confirmation that whatever that liquid is definitely magical.
And then, as you guys walk out into the cylindrical chamber, you guys kind of like look around. The stone doorway to the other study is still open, and it looks like there's no real natural way to get back up to the higher section that you guys left down from. You would have to like do some climbing, rope or something, which you guys probably.
You said the door to the study was still open.
Yes, it's still open.
Did we leave it that way, or?
Nobody said they closed it.
Okay.
It was a pretty heavy door.
I just wanted to make sure you weren't like indicating specifically like it's different than it was when you left it.
No. I was trying to indicate that it was the same.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we start climbing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, do we have rope? I would definitely try going
You
first.
guys
Going
definitely
first.
have like
Cool.
gear for this. In fact, I'm not going to make you guys make rolls. It does take about 10 minutes to get back up. Once you guys are back up, looking around the catacombs, you guys see the direction you came through. And you guys also see, so the direction you came through would lead kind of like back to where Malia was hiding, and where they died and then disappeared. And then there's like the northwards direction to your left. That's like
Suppose it's time we fetched Malia.
the northwards direction is the unexplored area.
Yeah. But I would suggest that we go back and get her since we're up here now.
Agreed. I'm sure she could use the company.
She did sound a bit shaken when last we spoke,
Yes,
but that's nothing new.
that's true. Let's mark her down for no more field duty for a while, yes?
Didn't she break her leg?
She broke her ankle.
Oh.
It's okay. She can take over Sin's classroom. I'm thinking about keeping you around.
In your dreams, Irian, my place is back at the League.
We'll see about that.
Yes, we will.
Belongs in a museum.
There's going to be a dark turn at the end of this session where Sin waits until everyone's distracted and then murders Irian.
Boss would turn the cheek.
So
What
you
an
guys,
accident that was.
work your way back to the crevice. Who's going in first?
Mm-hmm.
I'm nose gozing in case, since no one can see my face.
I mean, I looked at Arian. I mean, it's your
You're absolutely
it's your
right.
scouting party, yeah.
And he'll search the premise, and then who's gonna follow him?
I'll follow him.
Okay, Fula, you come in behind him.
I'll go behind them.
One by one, all of you dump back to the chamber that they were hiding in. Malia is not there.
Ooh.
Her pack is there, but she is.
That doesn't seem good.
You wanna ring her again?
He walks over to the pack and he kneels over it, kind of like digging through it. As you see him digging through it, you guys notice that he finds several areas that look like are like tears or holes that clawed into it.
Fool, you gonna ring her again? You'll like point.
Yeah, I was waiting for Matt to finish. I will start doing that when
What do
we
you say?
see it. I'll just say, Malia, I don't suppose you ran off? No response.
No response.
Okay, I wasn't sure if that was static or like a specific voice that was just going like.
It was.
I was like, that's so much worse. Yes, this does not bode well. But perhaps there is yet time to save her.
Ronan, your comm pings.
What does my ping say?
Maybe she ran off, like we did.
I'm just gonna take out my comm link and just put it in my coat pocket now.
The rest of you see Ronan freeze for some reason, and then nervously shift the position of her comm.
Ronan,
You
I don't suppose you heard from Malia.
She's gone.
you hearing them again? Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Onward then.
I mean, I guess.
We should press on. The less casualties, the better.
Does the mystery not mean anything to any of you?
I want to get the kids' bodies.
Not really.
Get out of here. That's
The only mystery left here, Fula, is why we are not back in civilization. And I'll just shoot a glare at Urian.
Where's the mystery there? We're lore seekers. It's what we do.
I have found enough
You
lore.
are lore seekers.
I have found enough lore here, Fula, and so have you. And Voss is right. These folk are not lore seekers. They came following one who was following one of ours, and they too have found themselves lost and toothless. We need
Well,
to
only
get out
time
of here.
will tell if that is true.
They literally came down here following us, and two of them died, Fula. Have some respect.
Urian's gonna turn and look at you, Sin, and say, you know, I never met Flair, but she was, in many ways, her mentor's prized pupil, and I heard a few words said, and I'm quite certain, based upon the reputation of the person that was described to me, that she would have come down here on a rescue mission or an exploratory mission. And as long as we see this through, those deaths will not be in vain. Now, let's go be heroes.
Fula wipes a tear from his eye.
Yes, heroes.
Beautiful.
Just gonna
Say-
whisper to Vossman. I think he values the artifacts more than his own life.
I think so too, but I I am confident that we can at least find some closure here. I do not want to leave without knowing what's going on.
And all of you start to retrace your steps back to the northern section of the catacombs that you have yet to explore. And as you guys do that, we're going to cut away. Flare, Isel, you've been following the Ventali through the northern catacombs for a little bit of time. Flare, you've taken to a short skip as you've noticed that the gravity is slightly different and you're quite a bit bouncier here, which is a lot of fun. And eventually, you guys find a large, round, sunken chamber within the northern section of the catacombs. And at its center, a stagnant body of water, about the size of a small lake. As two of you approach it, you see the Ventali breaking along its edge and staring back at you. Go ahead and make perception checks.
Sorry, I did not have this character sheet up.
Yeah.
Wow.
It makes sense.
You should have assumed, alright?
You said perception, right?
Yes.
Oh my god, I just saw the character sheet with 2 death saves. Failures and one success. And I was like, oh god, why didn't I fix that?
Fool, you're all of a sudden so perceptive.
Physical reminder.
Both of you immediately feel yourselves drawn to this
Oops, my bad.
placid, still, glass-like surface of this dark water. As you guys walk to the edge, Flare, you lean down to look at it, and you feel yourself kind of almost being drawn towards its edge. Isel throws up one of his hands to your chest and stops you from shifting forward more. As Isel, you immediately feel uncomfortable. And then a
I
voice.
do not know what this means,
Keep
but
going.
be careful. Sorry, that's all I just wanted to say.
But it's so pretty, Isel.
You have to remember, Flare, we have deceased now. We know nothing about this world.
You're right. But it's just so pretty. Look at it.
And then a
Oh
voice
dear.
from behind the two of you. Free souls. It's been a long time since I've seen other spirits navigating Unchained.
Do we know where the voice is coming from?
It sounds like the presence has appeared behind you.
I'll
I will
whip around.
turn.
Turning, the two of you see a tall, almost strangely different looking Averin. He wears armored robes, carries a massive staff in one hand, but his body has animalistic evolutions to it that resemble more of a fish than those that you've seen before. He looks at the two of you and he says, he holds up one palm forward, kind of free and empty. He says, "Don't worry. I'm not here to harm you. It's been a very long time since I've had the chance to speak with anyone. I am Amon Call. This is my temple."
Your temple needs better safety precautions, I recall.
Oh dear.
That's so cool.
I can't. Sorry, I'm having a hard time remembering what our 2 characters knew about that name, or if there was anything at all, or was that not mentioned until after?
No, there was extensive conversation on the way there in the jungle about like what
Okay.
Averins think of Amon Collin stuff, and she told you guys that he was kind of like this prestigious leader who led his people into darkness, basically.
And
He's-
we suspected that he was the king of the
Mhm.
underbrush?
You believe that he was the king in the undergrowth.
Okay. Right, sorry. Undergrowth.
Close enough.
But you weren't totally sure.
Isel will say, until coming to this place here, I had believed that you were someone else. What do you know of the king in the undergrowth?
I suppose I know everything. King in the undergrowth is a corruption. A mirrored copy of my spirit bent on a alien and prophetic vision. Being that I allowed my fears and doubts to let into this place. He'll motion to the water behind you guys. Do you turn away from him and look at him?
Yes, I will.
Flare would, yeah.
You take a closer look at the water, and you start to see shapes vaguely outlined running through its depths. This is where the king of the undergrowth collects spirits before he binds them to bodies.
Oh no.
Aberrations. The waters twist them, bend them to his will. They lose their emotions, their moralities. Somehow the two of you are protected from this.
I will look to Flare when he says that, and then like back at him.
Do you say anything?
Sorry, I got distracted and forgot exactly what you said. Oh, right. I am unsure of that myself.
The nature of one or both of you has had a productive defensive effect on the mists the king in the undergrowth uses to control the spirits of this place.
Flare will look at Isel.
Keep going.
Flare will look at Isel and say, do you think it's because we're not from here?
That should
It is
make you
difficult
weaker
to say.
to it.
You are a Starborn, and I am unsure what that would mean in this circumstance. I myself have dabbled with spirits. It could be either one of us.
Flare just kind of looks down at the floor like she's lost in thought, and she furrows her brow and she says, yes, Starborn. And then she'll look up at Damon Call and say, could that be it?
His kind of spectral form will start to walk closer to you guys.
I won't stop him. Although I will make an insight check, I guess. That's
Sure.
probably a good thing to do. And I will... Is it possible in this form to use my perceived spirit, spiritual discovery, or...
Yes, it is.
Okay,
In
so I will
fact,
give
while you are in
myself...
this form, when you reach to tap into that spiritual discovery, it does not require you to pay your resource.
Oh my god, that's so cool! Alright, so I'm going to...
You only had to die to get it.
Yeah, I was just about to say. I don't know
Dude,
how
totally worth it!
Isol's
Drops that
Isol's
shit.
actually
management,
stronger
taking it
when
to the
he's
extreme.
dead.
We
You
know
unlocked your
that's
ultimate
right.
form.
Now he's
That's a
going
20... That's a
Wait.
24.
You unlocked your ultimate form. Dead.
Flair's
It
gonna do
worked
an
for
insight
Obi-Wan.
check too. Flair's gonna do an insight check too. She just wants to see if this guy's coming at us like in a hostile way. Okay, she's probably distracted. She like braces herself and holds on to Isol.
He doesn't appear to be walking towards you guys aggressively.
Chris.
Okay.
Yeah.
Zing.
I'm also kind of trying to just get a sense of like, I mean, obviously, like, if he's truly like a spirit that's been trapped here for centuries, I don't know. I guess I'm just trying to get a general read on him. Like, he doesn't seem aggressive though, right?
He does not seem aggressive. Or at least
Probably
He doesn't-
tough to get a read on.
he seems to you with a 24, based upon the cadence and his choice of words and your knowledge of vast knowledge of language and its functions, its histories. He seems to be feeling very, very guilty to you.
Okay. Perfect.
Once he gets closer, he extends an open palm until it's hovering a few inches from you, Flair. And he closes his eyes for a moment, and then he opens them and he says, "Interesting. I've never encountered your kind."
From what I'm told, they're quite rare. Although, perhaps not as rare as I thought.
Takes that comment in stride, not quite understanding what you mean. And then he says, "There's nothing about your nature that seems evolved against the mechanisms here."
Yes, I did suspect it was me. Though I cannot say why.
He'll turn to you and he'll smile and he'll say, "Animist. Interesting."
Flair will look like she just thought of something, and she'll look down at Isol and she'll say, "Isol, have you seen your friend here?"
I have not. Though we did agree not to attempt to make contact until we had left the plane. Or the plane. The planet.
Last campaign rest.
You just pissed Shane off so much.
I'm literally triggered.
Triggered.
Shane Flair's spark ignites.
I will literally quit all 3 of your campaigns if you do that to me.
That's way too many campaigns, that's for sure. Alright.
I'll only quit 2 of them.
Which two?
Yeah, you can't quit
I'm not-
Sundays because everyone else has dropped out. So.
No.
That's true.
We're down to 3 on
Weston
Sundays,
left.
by the way. So if
Weston
anybody wants
left,
to play
Tyler
D&D on
left.
Sunday, let us know.
Yep, we all left. Me and Tyler.
Alright, as what was the last thing that you said, Isol?
I said
He said it had something to do with him.
it is.
Oh, yeah.
Then it is me. Although I don't know why.
The last thing he said was actually about
Oh, you guys were talking about
friend.
I
Yeah.
tried to. We promised.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. I said that we had promised not to try and make contact until we had left the planet. I almost did it again.
He says, he smiles and he says, "I have been permanently weakened by the mirror's corruption. But it is possible that the mists and their designs had not counted for someone who would have natural or passive resistances to spiritual magics. Perhaps as an animist, you are able to subconsciously keep your spirit from being pulled into the lake. Because you've already begun to work on controlling it, where others would not.
Ah. Flair.
Hmm.
Though outside of this place, I would usually defer to you. I believe it is best if you follow my instructions while we are here.
She's going to pat you on the head and she's going to say, "That's exactly what I was thinking."
I do not wish to think of you as one of those fortunate things.
I would hate for either of us to become one of those.
And I will take your hand when I do that. When I say that, or while you're saying that, yeah.
She'll
and
she'll
then I'll
look
turn
up
back
at,
to.
Yeah, she'll look up at Amencall and she'll say, "Since we haven't gone through this lake or whatever it is you're talking about, does that mean we can come back?"
I don't know if it's possible to wrest enough control back of these. And then he stops himself and he says, "When I first designed this place, I designed it as, well, despite how it looks, it is really in a way, a science facility. We were deep in research and the extent in which Animus' abilities could go, and the natural minerals of these catacombs allowed us enhanced precision in the control and the manipulation of spirits. We worked to achieve invulnerability, everlasting life.
One of the tablets that we found before we died said something about that, right? Or was that just the last one? Okay.
One had already mentioned something about that.
Okay. Of course. Sorry. Fulla's voice just came out.
Okay.
Of course.
This is hard.
The tablets. They were yours then.
He nods his head. What started as mad ravings etched in stone, when I regained what sanity I could before I passed myself, became an etching. A failsafe against the powers I had let take control of me. He motions back towards the grounds around the lake, and he says, "The mirror spends its time in the physical realm on this plane, and in the spiritual realm as well. If you pay close attention to the ground, the etchings in it are an alien language it whispered to me. I carved the etchings, and they gave the lake the power that it has. I designed the tablet as a failsafe. He motions towards a central point along the edge of the lake, and leads the three of you to it, where you see an indent in the ground. He says, and he turns back to you and he says, "It is runic Avarin. It dissolves the purity of the etchings. Causes my mirror to lose its control. I attempted to fight the Voidling that has mirrored me, and it defeated me before I was able to place the tablet. Broke it. I do not have the power to return. I am only stuck watching.
And does that mean we are stuck as well?"
Really quick, he's going to finish, and he's going to
Sorry,
say...
yeah.
No, you're good. He's going to say, "I'm sorry I brought this fate on you and yours." And then you ask that?
Actually, no. First, I would actually say, that is alright. This was my first adventure, and I'm afraid I have let my friends down terribly. But perhaps you can help us help them? They have found parts of the tablets already, although I believe there are more to find.
He nods his head. He says, I'm uncertain of how many pieces it shattered into, if I have to be honest. But perhaps there is a way we can help your friends.
Flair, you would feel a light squeeze on your hand when he says that.
Yeah, she tenses up.
Like an involuntary
He
thing.
draws in a breath, and he raises a finger to start to explain. And as he does, you start to hear echoing moans and wails as ripples start to form across the face of the lake. And he'll turn to both of you and he'll say, "We have to leave this chamber now. I have little power left, and I've become less and less able to cloak my spirit here. Distance should help us, and my mirror is returning."
I will start leading like Flair.
Okay.
We
The three of you,
shouldn't dally then.
three of you head back out of the chamber to try to find a safer place to talk.
Yes.
As you do, we're going to cut back to our party. As you guys reach the junction, where you have not yet explored, are you ready to head deeper?
Now more than ever.
Time to get their bodies back.
Now that you know you have help.
I mean, they've been hearing it this whole time, you know? We've been helping Ronan a lot.
Yeah,
Sure.
clearly.
Your goal here was to be afraid of everything. And
Nick, would you say that Ronan feels helped right now?
No, in no way, shape, or form.
See if you ever get healing again.
Well, nobody's ever talking about Sango-san when they're talking about health.
Sango-san just got really upset. Heading up,
Constant, you can't even tell us there.
heading down this wide passageway, you guys walk about 120 feet before you reach a junction. It is kind of like a fork in the road that has 3 different tunnels leading away from it. One peels hard to the right, one continues straight, and the other one kind of branches at a 45-degree angle to the left.
left.
So we should all split up then.
I need to grab.
I'm just saying my vote is left.
To death, so you guys.
And if you take too long to decide, I will just walk down the left path. Although I realize the current character I'm playing will not make that a big deal.
Yeah, split up and look for clues.
And then we'll go back to the malt shop.
Obviously I'm going with Fred. Sorry, Arian.
So y'all can go bang.
So y'all can go bang.
They do
can
more
take-
than that.
The stoner, the lesbian, and the dog can go do their own thing.
Yeah, man, those are the best.
All right.
The hot ones have shit to do.
We're splitting up, right?
We literally got nothing done, Matt. Is that
Yeah, sorry. Scooby-Doo jokes started happening
Yeah,
and then nothing
Scooby-Doo
else
happened.
happened.
Let's check. Yeah, just pick
Helma
one.
constantly wants to get banged out by
So
shit.
you guys splitting up or what?
So we just split up. 2, 2, 2, and 1. Probably.
Arian by
Solid.
itself, right?
Oh no, 2, 2, 2, and 2. Melina's also there. See, we have the perfect amount to split up in teams of 2.
There's 3 pathways.
There's 4. I thought
4?
Three.
there's only 3.
Pretty sure there's 3.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So 2, 3, and 3.
Fascinating program Ronan with very much arithmetic.
That's what I was designed to do.
Can Voss make like a survival check or something like that to try and remember like which way he's still turned around now? You know, he probably wouldn't make. Can I make like a survival check with like disadvantage or something like that to see which one would be leading
Make a
farther
survival
in?
check.
Okay. 14 probably plus nothing, but no, 14 minus 1, 13.
Wisdom's
Yeah,
overrated.
Dump
Looking and
stats.
inspecting the passages, the one going straight ahead seems to continue to remain level. The passage that hangs like hard to the right, you believe you hear an echo that sounds maybe like water or something like that.
Okay.
The passage to the left, you can't really tell anything's going about.
I would kind of walk up to the middle one and like turn my head back and forth, and I would like point to the right one and say, "There's an echo there. Maybe running water that fed that pool. I can't get anything from either of these two."
Oh, she's still alive. Probably where the echo is, yeah? I don't know much about dungeons. Arian? Ula?
I think that we should be thorough. These tablets seem like. Yeah, no, I'm
sorry.
yeah,
You're good. You're good.
Yeah.
Carry on.
Sorry, I missed
We already thought they were important. So
Yeah, exactly. I would say the tablets must mean something. It's written in a long ago language, I think. Correct, and they wouldn't be scattered like that. It doesn't seem as random as. I don't think it's as random as it seems.
it is strange. 4 pieces of probably the same tablet in 4 different places throughout a dungeon.
Who we lose?
So are we gonna go to where the
Arian
echo
agrees.
is, or
Urian agrees that it seems video gamey.
I would say pick one. Let's pick one. We are going to have to go down all 3, I think.
echo it is?
Sounds good to me. And Voss will start going down the right path.
All right. As Voss
What's
leads you
that?
guys down the right path, the sound of the echo of water gets louder, and the path kind of winds downwards about 100 feet until you guys reach a point where it kind of sharply dips low, and the ceiling starts to cave really low, and it basically just becomes a submerged passageway. You would have to hold your breath and swim and hope that it's not submerged somewhere down.
Well,
This seems video gamey. Maybe that green liquid we got earlier is a potion of water breathing. I don't actually say that.
I figured.
you use the accent, you gotta say it.
Yep, I say it.
We're in character all the time.
That's right.
I want this shit work.
Say.
Yeah, it's freaking out.
Play those video games.
Chris is on fire tonight, guys.
Agreed.
Either he's tired of all of our shits, or... Anyways,
It'll be fine.
Yeah, who here can swim?
Arian's gonna smile and say, "I was a powerful swimmer all through school." He's gonna start peeling off like the heavier parts of his clothing.
Anyone else?
I'm not going in there.
I raise my hand. Yeah.
As tempting as that is.
What about... Would Voss know if, by looking at a tablet, one of the tablets we already have, could he discern... Could he use the locate object spell to, like, locate the other pieces of it?
You try it. You can
Yeah.
certainly try.
I would say...
Waiting for
You
that.
can certainly
Definitely
try.
a reasonable
That's
thing to
what-
try.
I would look at the water for a second, then I would turn to Sen, and I would say, can I see those tablets? Remember what I said earlier about finding the amulets? I'm not actually sure I can find the amulets because I've never seen it. But maybe we can find other pieces of this tablet using the same magic. Because I have seen this.
That is very astute. Yes, here. Take these.
Okay. I will look at it. I'll look at all of them, and the two. Okay, I'll look at the two that are obviously like other parts of them are still missing. I'll pick one. I don't give a shit which one. B didn't have. I'll
post the spell for me. Okay. All right. You cast it.
Yeah.
You pull out your forked twig.
Yes.
And, cast your spell, and one of the pieces is within 1,000 feet of you beyond the submerged channel.
Okay. I would look down. I would say, I would like look up at Irian and Ronan. And I would say, just definitely down. There is definitely a piece down this way.
How far?
Within 900, 1,000 feet, I think, is what I remember from.
It's around 800 feet away.
I'll look to Irian, and you can hold your breath for that long?
That is a very long way to swim underwater.
He's gonna smile. He's gonna smile, and he's gonna reach into the pack he dumped on the floor, and he's gonna pull out a water breathing apparatus and snap it to his mouth.
Okay. Egg on my face. Look to Ronan. I can't do it.
I don't have one of those.
Phyllis still looks super apprehensive, but I'm assuming I have one too then?
You do.
Yeah.
And I'll say Sin has one as well.
Okay. I'll be over here.
I mean, give it to somebody else. They're not
Do you
like
need
I'm
one
sure
of
I
You don't
can.
need one of those, right, Ronan?
no, she's an avatar. They have to like eat.
Yeah.
I would say I would kind of reluctantly say, well, we know the direction, but maybe there is another fork in the road, and then I'll start peeling off the heavier pieces of my armor, and I'll look to Sen, and hold out my hand.
Yeah. I'll give you my breathing apparatus.
Cool. I will go.
My rifle's not going to do any good down there. Anyone else care to go for a dip?
Yeah, I'll take it.
Okay.
You guys will see. You guys will see Irian kind of pop it out of his mouth, and he'll walk up to Fula and start to whisper something quietly to him. Then roll perception checks.
13.
Zed, Sin, Sing. Alright, so Singo-san, Zed, both of you hear what is whispered. And Irian kind of walks up and he puts a hand on Fula's shoulder and he says, "Don't worry, friend. I'll be back in a jiffy. And when we get back to the station, I promise you I'm going to teach you how to swim."
That's
He
amazing.
gets super red face and just kind of... Very well. Make another perception check.
Oh no! I love you, sir.
10.
14 for me.
Alright, nobody notices him adjust his crotchal zone of clothing.
Alright,
God, I love it.
who's taking the last breathing apparatus?
There's only 3, right?
Boss.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah, I gave it
Voss,
to Ronan.
Tyrion, Ronan. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright,
Let's.
you guys follow
gonna take
Tyrion into the water. What?
Yep.
I'm gonna take the. Is it possible for me to take the spear with me?
Yes, it is
Okay.
possible
I'm gonna
to take any of your gear you want with you, but it's harder and harder to swim the heavier you are.
Yeah, I'm just gonna take the spear. I'm not gonna take my armor.
Okay.
I would look around to like my party, and I would leave my arm spear, but I would take the staff just in case I can need something to like poke something away from me.
Sure. And one by one, you guys dive under the water. Go ahead and make athletics checks.
Ooh,
20.
26.
Hot
Nice.
damn.
Okay. All right. The three of you start to swim through the murky water, kind of following the shape of Irian leading ahead. You swim about 100 feet. 200 feet.
My locate object is still up.
Yeah. You're slowly getting. It's slowly getting closer. 300 feet under the water. The tunnel then dumps out, and the three of you kind of have to swim up to where you see some. You see like just barely the form of like a chamber or something above, but you do eventually break a surface. Find yourselves in a large enclosed chamber. You don't immediately see anything on the surface, but as you approach the surface, your feet do catch the ground, and you're starting to actually like walk through the water up to above water level.
Cool. Look around.
Sure, go and make perception checks.
15.
I would try and calm after a bit too.
Okay. 15, 13, and what did you? No, I'm the 13.
You.
Alright, I got a 17. Looking around the room, you guys see at the center of this island of land that's kind of left over from this flooding in. You guys notice. First of all, you notice along the cavern walls several cracks and breaks where water is just kind of slowly seeping through into the chamber. It's very, very slow because of the size of the chamber and the amount of water that's getting through. You also notice that near the center there appears to be something similar to a small shrine or something of that sort, set up like a small stone statue, as well as like seating arrangements carved out of the stonework, like surrounding it in a circle. And this catches Irian's eye as well, and he just starts to walk to that.
Can I
and a hop in his step.
with that perception, I've also been looking for, because I'm very aware of it, the goo, the void goo. Do I see any of that in here?
You haven't noticed any as of yet.
Okay, cool.
I'll
Yeah, I mean, I would.
Irian.
Well, my locate object shows me like exactly where it is. Right? Is it pinging in here?
It's more like your senses tell you if you're hot or cold.
Oh, okay. Fine.
But as you approach this statue and stuff, you feel it getting warmer.
Okay. Cool.
As you move to the center, go ahead and make investigation checks.
Yes,
Yeah.
5.
Nice. Natural 20, which means 19.
I got a -1 too,
Hey.
but I rolled a 6.
Looking around the site, you guys find about a dozen, like, what appear to be almost like religious relics or relics from, like, monk relics from the Averins that were here before, just through kind of like the leftovers of this dilapidated camp. And you guys would be able to like gather those things up. You following like the ping of your locate object spell, you move to the center of the camp, where you find a intact tablet.
Ooh.
That just has one large runic symbol.
Does it? I won't touch it yet because that's different. Did it? Do I recognize it? Is it the same language as on the other one? Other ones?
You're not certain.
Not certain.
It appears to be carved similarly.
Okay, but then like the symbology, I haven't seen that specific symbol anywhere. My knowledge.
Not your knowledge.
Okay. I kind of like look around. I would imagine I'd check out that, so I'd look around, kind of like investigating for like any traps, I guess, and or like anything around the tablet. It's just like lying there.
It's like leaned up against the statue at the center.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I will pick it up.
Nothing happens. You just pick it up.
Cool. Would say different. I would have thought there'd be more writing, but maybe he just ran out of room and only needed one line on that last page of the document. Seems like a waste of tablets.
Make dexterity saving throws.
Oh no! I didn't pick up anything with the 19.
Oh boy! With the 19, you didn't find anything else that seemed useful.
This is not good. That's not
10.
a good 9 dexterity saving throw. Just a 10 exclamation point.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe it was just like,
Shit is broke.
when you put too many spaces at the end of a
Templating
sentence
is
and it goes to
hard,
the
and
next page.
you can't undo something on a stone tablet, you know?
Yeah,
And you can't change the font size to make sure it fits on the
This was
on the
before
page.
they-
Exactly.
This was before their tablet technology allowed for the delete button.
Yep.
Go back and etch again. Anyways, so what did you get on your dex save?
10.
Okay, so yeah, both of you fall and then begin to roll as the ground around you begins to shift and move.
Oh, this is what happened last time people died.
Yeah, but they
Irian
took
falls and
26
rolls
damage.
as well. As it shifts, the dirt across the surface begins to kind of shuck away, and the water level begins to sink slightly as each of you slides across a now much slicker surface towards the edge. Go and make seconds of the dexterity.
Jesus Christ.
That's better.
I already used an inspiration thing. Jesus, another 10.
10.
Yeah.
Okay. So shifting, each of you try to grab, and Irian actually try to reach out and like grab onto the edges of this surface. And as you do, Voss, you slide across your belly. You try to get a hold, and you can't, and you fall back into the water. So you're like treading water again. And you notice this, and then Irian and Ronan both catch on to the edge and hold tight, but they're able to notice this too looking down. The surface shifts and raises, and you actually see that what you thought was this the land that the water hadn't risen up to, actually appears to have been some kind of creature that was resting in the water.
Jesus Christ.
In fact, the surface that you're on appears to be some kind of like shell-like material.
Was the shrine and everything on the creature, or is there
It was like on the
actual
creature's
land?
back.
Okay, gotcha.
Turtles all the way down.
Its head kind of rings out from the shell as you see eyes on the end of like large muscled tentacles kind of like raise up glowing green,
like snail
looking
stalks, like
around
eye
its-
stalks.
looking around its body to see what's on
Oh,
its shell.
Jesus.
Well, hopefully it's as slow as a snail.
Yeah.
Holding onto the edge, Irian turns and he looks at you, Ronan, and he says, "Next time I'm gonna bring extra breathers, so everybody gets stuck in the shit together." He's gonna try to pull himself up, as it's shifting its body, but he isn't able to. In fact, when he tries to pull himself up, he loses his grip and he falls into the water.
I did try to calm them along.
Yes, go ahead and try to calm them. Actually, we'll cut back to you guys as this is happening.
Jesus, this is
What would you like-
bad.
what would you
God
like-
damn it.
Ronan, you good?
I'm sure they're about as good as we are.
He's not. Wait, what?
Yeah.
He's not there.
That was
No,
you were calming. You were calming Ronan, right?
Yeah.
That was Flare responding.
Yeah, I know. I said
Oh!
question mark.
No second response.
Good. Good. Good to know that's still happening.
All right, I'm
As all of you turn and see Zed kind of like snap off his hand off the button on the comm, you feel a rumble as the water through the tunnel kind of like pulses with a ring, like like the T-Rex walking style. It like raises up slightly and then it sinks back down.
You don't have any more rebreathers, yeah?
No, 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 no.
Sen?
I think that's a
Rebreathers?
no.
That was my only one.
Well, that's it then.
The others
We're all doomed.
We may need to find another way there.
Sangusan, do you have anything that can help me breathe in?
You can always try that potion.
You, Ronan,
Not
had
wrong.
Ronan has it. That's right.
It's with my armor, man.
That's
Thank you
true.
very
It
much,
was
man.
there.
You would know that.
Along
But,
with
yeah, I
my
would still think of Sangusan. Do you have anything that can swim? Breathe underwater? I don't know.
I have no way of breathing underwater. I can attempt to contact one of them. This would be
Can do so as well.
I can't have
without comms.
I can't have what happened. Do it.
All right, you want to try to contact them, or would you like to cast?
Sending?
All right. What is your message?
I'll be sending it to Voss.
Yeah.
I get 25 words.
25 words. Yeah.
Voss, we saw the water shift. Are you guys all right?
damn.
I'm sure he's fine.
And I don't hear it.
You do not hear it.
Oh. Yikes.
Have I heard that voice before?
This place is dirty.
You have not.
Okay.
That's good.
Well,
I'll attempt to calm Irin.
Sure. What do you want to say?
I'm gonna say, Irin, if you can hear me, please respond.
You left me in the crevice and you didn't come back.
Yikes.
Molly, what's up? Long time no here, girl.
What's up, girl? What's up, babe?
I thought she was dead. Oh wait.
Yeah, he's just gonna, he's gonna put two hands to his face in a facepalm maneuver, and put his comm link away.
Alright.
He'll say, it seems communication is not exactly possible.
this place will not allow us to communicate with him.
Oh shit, Sangusan, let's go take the level one. And run back down the hallway.
Zed wants to
I'll-
check another passage to
I'll
see if there's a
follow
way to
behind
find
him.
them and help.
I mean,
I'm also gonna go
Oh.
follow them.
Alright, Sin's gonna go to you. That just leaves Fula, right?
Fula, grab the stuff!
Fula, oh god, you're leaving all our shit. Fuck this dungeon. This dungeon fucking
Fula, what are you
Y'all
doing?
just
Well,
diving into this motherfucker.
No, we're running the opposite way to the other
Oh.
place.
I'm gonna panic until you guys are almost out of view and then follow.
Are you leaving all the stuff on the ground?
Oh
Did Voss
my
leave the
Yeah,
spear?
because if they survive, I don't want to I don't want them to not have it.
Did Voss
Alright,
leave
sure.
his spear there?
Yes, he
I
did.
did.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
would just grab his spear, and then I'd follow after Zid.
Okay.
That makes sense, actually.
Sorry,
Yeah.
Ronan. I'm trying to save you, not your stuff.
Well, you know.
Alright. Cutting back to the massive alien turtle monster. Ronan, what are you trying to do? As the two of them have hit the water,
Put that on a postcard.
As they hit the water, actually, both Voss and Irian need to make dex saves. As it shifts one of its massive claws and it tries to batter you guys in the water.
That's better.
Oh my God.
17.
I'm just gonna try and climb
17.
up.
All right, both of you save, so it's half damage. It does a total of 11 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
It's massive. Foot through. Go ahead and make an athletics check.
Oh, I'm good at that one.
You lose your
24.
Oh,
Oh, not me. Sorry.
and hit the water.
Favorite.
But
Well-
when you hit the water, Irian will turn to you as he kind of like, as you see the two of them recovering from being partially slammed by its sliding claw, and he'll point back towards the chamber entry and he'll say, do you still have your breather?
Do I?
Make investigation checks.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
10.
12.
Neither one of you managed to hold on.
Oh, jeez.
Neither did he, though. And then he'll say, well, you'll have to hold your breath, because we've got to go back through the way we came in.
Say that is the only plan. Let's go. And I'll tank up and bounce.
3 athletics checks.
1 between us or 3 total?
3 total, 1 for each of you.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
25.
Yeah, oh yeah, you didn't do 24. We'll take the first one, alright? So all of you follow Irian, and you guys are just doing the best you can to power swim back towards the small.
I don't want to be this guy, but I have the tablet. Should I be rolling like with disadvantage or something?
It is actually pretty heavy. I'll make you roll the next one probably with disadvantage.
Okay.
As you guys continue, go ahead and make dex saves as it turns and it slams one of its legs down in the section of the
Do
water.
you want me to take a disadvantage on this?
No, that's fine.
I can't. Okay.
You should use it to your
19.
advantage. Just sink to the bottom and run.
I don't know if it's that heavy.
Both of you take half damage again. The full was 11 bludgeoning.
11 again?
Okay, all right.
But that was the last attack he was actually able to make on you guys because you rolled super well on your athletics checks. So did Irian. However, as you guys continue through the water, go ahead and roll con saves to not start taking on air as you're like swimming and dodging and stomping.
Ooh, that's not great. 14.
17.
How many minutes?
That's
can you
not
hold your
bad.
breath? You're probably
Isn't it?
fine as long as you can do that.
It's the number of minutes equal to your con modifier.
It's
Yeah.
1 plus your.
Or it's
con
1
modifier.
plus your con, yeah.
Oh, 1 plus your con modifier?
No, that's
Yeah.
that's just like straight holding your breath, not taking.
Yeah,
account
and then-
dodging.
Yeah.
After
Yeah.
after that many minutes, then you can survive for a number of rounds equal to your con.
Yeah.
Your
Alright,
con.
so what are each of you at? Just want to make sure you probably should be. You both have con above a con of +1 at least.
I have +2. I have
Two.
+2.
All right, so yeah, both of you are good about that, but you do have to make one more con save as you make it about halfway through the chamber. Try to not accidentally take it.
Ooh, that's good. That's 20 total.
22.
All right, so yeah, you guys continue fighting your way through. It does take you almost a full minute to swim all the way through between the battings and the injuries, but all 3 of you and Irian actually make it without the water pumps. As you guys pull yourselves up to the other side, you see none of your parties waiting for you and none of your things there.
Well, this is not good.
Oh, I just got given that spear by a goddess.
No, Sanguisan grabbed the spear.
Yeah, I know, but I don't know that.
That's
yeah,
missing
that's
for
true. But I
him.
mean, they're gone too, so as long as it's with them, right? That'll be fine.
Well, so far the missing bodies has not worked out well for anyone.
That's true.
As the 3 of you tread water, spitting out and coughing, the rest of the party decided to run down that central chamber, right? And you guys have already started running down it well before they get there. All right, charging down the central chamber, it does start to wind slightly to the right, and eventually you guys reach a corridor that has been like fully taken over.
Hold
by
up.
just-
When we run down or when we go down the center one, I'm just gonna leave.
It's like that
Like
response.
I'm gonna leave like a handkerchief, like in the entrance to it.
YouTube your music voice. All right, cool.
I'm listening to Distort by Astral Throb.
For some reason.
That one's terrifying.
It's really good.
All right.
Yeah.
So you stop and you leave that handkerchief, pinning it into the rock, and then you guys continue along until you reach this kind of gnarled, rooted chamber. It's just full of these thick roots that are like covering all the walls and the floors and the ceiling. You kind of curb to the stop as you turn into it. Go and make perception checks.
I love it too as a player, but this guy's so ridiculous.
Damn it.
Sin, you're the only one who notices that the roots and vines are very subtly shifting and moving.
Super.
That's great. I'll point that out to everyone.
Let's see. Okay.
I mean, I'll be on the lookout for it now.
As you guys start to move forward again, Leaf Collector will throw up a hand and she'll say, "We've seen these before. We learn from what's his words." And she turns to Sanguisan and she says, "Can you light our way?"
It's Devil Stir.
Just be clear.
The bonuses of keeping NPCs alive.
Asking for light or asking for fire?
She's asking for light.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just cast light on my
What do you
shield.
cast? On your shield?
Yeah.
You cast it on your shield, and your shield starts to grow with that radiant gold aura of Aisha, and then she'll pat you below your massive shoulder, and she'll say, "Good. Now, you get to lead the way."
Yeah, put the healer in front. Excellent.
Yeah, I'll
He's
just
kind of the tank right now, too.
hold
That's true.
my
That's
shield
true.
out
Both
and
of our
charge
tanks.
forward.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean, I'll stick close
We-
to him.
we done goofed.
He rushes forward, and the roots break and kind of like shy away from the light. And as you guys like form a tight knit line behind him, you're able to all kind of like move with him through the roots without falling into the trap. And as you guys turn, you guys find yourselves facing out on a large shelf of rock that falls off into a chamber below that is very dark. And as all of you look out at this chamber in the distance, you hear a deep, croaking cry. And that's where we're going to end our session. Exactly. That's what it sounded like. And that is where we're going to end our session for the night.
Thanks.
Get Rog Monster. Bring it on.
Jesus.
It's a big dungeon. What can I say? Too much fun.
My goodness.
Fun with the corrupted nature dungeon. Oh, we have a stinger.
Stinger!
Uh-oh.
Always.
No, frogs don't have stingers though.
This frog might. Holy shit. That'd be terrifying.
But
On the tongue? That would be terrifying.
Alright. We watch and we see as the entire party reacts to the rumble in the water within the tunnel, and then turns and follows Zed, who kind of leads this charge out of the room. There's a few long moments of silence in the room as the water continues to rumble and shake as the rest of the party on the other side of this submerged tunnel is trying to get out of their sticky situation with this massive attacking creature, corrupted turtle-like monster. And two figures step into the chamber. Flare bounces on her heels, looking down at all of the gear and equipment, and turns and smiles at Isel's small form. Both of their eyes lit with a pale blue light. Well, this should make it harder for them. Yes. I believe you're right. Help me collect their things. The two of them reach down and start to scoop everything off the ground into their hands, and once they have all of the equipment that's left there together, they nod and smile to each other. They walk out of the chamber and away into the catacombs with a dance.
Betrayers!
Marvelous.
This dungeon is fucking amazing.
Good fetching, guys.